Boomkins.
There's a giant boom chicken on top of it.
The owl hole.
That's so
Oh,
hot.
the Cloaca.
Yeah, we can start moving.
I'm pretty sure Kohu's dead.
Wow.
Wait, Jay's coming?
Rising.
I think we need to move in further and get the RP started. Otherwise, he'll keep spawning.
Pick a side, left or right. Don't go down the middle.
We need to like hug these walls too, like pretty hard.
Yeah. If they go up and pull them, it's fine. Just make sure you guys get interrupts. Those glacial blasts, fuck. You can't let glacial blasts go off if you're going to just walk up and pull. You got to be able to interrupt it as you pull them back. Yeah, just keep interrupting those glacial blasts. Interrupt their heals as well.
Left side pulled.
My bad.
And make sure you guys interrupt the casters. Be careful, please. It's not pull exercise. As long as those casters get interrupted and the ads are picked up, it like the trash doesn't really do anything. Those are all you got to worry about. What are you gonna say, Scott?
What exactly do we need?
Enhanced
Like, I know you said enhanced shaman and what was the other one?
Lock. Enhance or demo. Either one is fine. If you find an enhance, I'll switch to my demo. If you find a demo, I'll stay on my enhance.
I can. Is it literally one spot? That's all we've got.
Yeah, one spot. Jay's coming on as feral, so yeah, we only got one spot.
Oh, Jay's already coming. All right, I can potentially get someone else, but he's. Yeah, I don't know at the moment. Give me a minute.
Oh, Shattered Bones. I didn't even notice that last time. So is that just when the skeletons die? I have a res timer, so I got it. I'm just waiting.
I'll just keep holding the sides.
Yeah, we gotta pull the. We can get around the middle, but it's better just to pull it. Just pull the middle. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing a trash farm at this point, but it's okay. Gotta get interrupts, guys. It's another caster casting. Entire raid interrupts, please.
A bunch of people are raid marked as tank that shouldn't be. Or at least
So I can't get an enhancement shaman, but I can get a frost DK, which is literally the same fucking thing. So
Well, no, we need it's for the attack power buff. Is the only reason I want enhanced shaman.
Savage,
You
just
gotta
go
pull the right
marksman.
side.
I can play bot DPS.
Yeah, I guess that's
Oh,
fine.
Lilith is a fucking pumper as blood. Like seriously, I'm
Yeah.
not even fucking joking.
Yeah, we can go with that. No, I'll just get on my my demo lock. That's fine. My demo's better than this guy anyway, so.
All right, I'll invite him to disc again.
We got a clicker back there. Adelaide's trying to summon. Just one, anyone.
This
I
is a
do
good
love how
cookie.
quickly Lilith offered to go blood. Oh, I can bring that.
I love it, man.
Fucking meme spec cunt.
Watch me out DPS a fucking rat.
Yeah, I dare you.
We need to set as well.
No, we don't. We only need one side. Do those things go off when they die, or if we don't kill them fast enough? The bone shatter, or shattered bones casts.
Scott, you're going to teach me how to play Feral again now.
I got the res.
I don't think now's the time. Where's table?
No idea.
I think
You
he's still
can't
working
tell
on
me-
his headset.
You can't
Right.
tell me I'm trying to replace Table, because fuck me, I ain't that good.
Yes, you are.
I love this confidence, but I don't know that you're right.
Oh, I'm always right. This is super trippy, so I'm always right.
I concur.
Also, thanks to whoever shared that password for that weak aura.
Where was that?
That like weak aura package for this.
I think that was
I'm
Dying
getting-
and Shocktide.
We're getting replenishment. My mana is dropping crazy fast now.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, you got multiple Shadow Priests.
I've been pretty much like just doing the trash.
We've got summons going on inside, so I don't need to kill myself.
Yeah, we should.
We're mid trash pool.
Okay, as soon as you guys are done that, let's get everybody in there.
Oh, is it Lee?
Yeah, Lee's coming on.
we
his
gotta
frosty
pull
day.
behind. We gotta pull behind.
What are you guys doing in there?
Clearing the rest of the trash.
All in one pull, apparently.
Or is the trash clearing you?
Are we like somebody pulling it, or like what's happening? Like,
We hit some traps, and then I don't know why that.
You guys
will-
double pulled now, like both times.
That
I'm
came
not
from
there.
behind, not
Pulled
sure
out
I
where.
where.
I don't know why that one came from behind at all.
Is it a trap?
No,
The
it's
trap
bad.
did get triggered in the other room. We have two giants walking around, but I don't think.
It was my fucking trap.
Dex ran through.
No,
and
traps on the ground. There's traps on the ground that the enemies have that rogues have to disarm, and if they don't get disarmed, they can activate, and then it will alert everything in that particular area.
Can't rogues like disable the traps?
Yes, they should be. Still don't know if it would have actually pulled the ones in the back, though.
I spawned back in, but there's two giants patrolling the room between us.
We'll need summons once they're done. It's just going to be the simple way. Just wait for a res.
It's 30%. It's nearly done.
Not off to a good start, guys. You're scuffing more than the pugs were last night.
I mean, we do have EU people here.
Oh,
Got him.
shots fired.
Oh, we got some BOEs fresh.
We did have a rogue last night, and we LOS pulled the trash a lot more.
Indeed.
Res.
Yeah, get the
I feel
reses
like I
out,
got
let's
in-
get a stone down, let's get everybody summoned.
I feel like I got insulted, but I actually didn't pay attention enough to know how I got insulted.
Well, that kind of hurts my feelings.
We pulled the other trap. We pulled the other trap.
Guys, again, there's traps. Don't go running around. You gotta wait. Okay.
We were trying to
What is
res.
someone that's dead? Well, did it just pat into you then, or did somebody activate it?
No, I went to res someone, and it was obviously the one area in the room that we haven't stood in so far.
Golder, can you give Dexterous a rank so he can join the channel?
Yeah, he can just sign himself a rank. The getting started. Just click the bot.
He is Irish. He might struggle. Also, hey guys, I'm just setting up my mic slot. Just give me a second.
All right, you guys get in there. Really settling down.
Would have been better if you were here, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure if you give it a minute, we can probably find some more trap.
God damn it, you better not. Fuck.
We were practicing the trash clears, right? So that was a good 20 minutes. Just go out, reset, do it again.
Yeah, rep farming.
Waste.
Can someone fix rolls?
Yep. Where's roll check? Is that who's that? DK Scott? Is he here?
He should be any second.
I'll
Jay,
invite
anything from him?
I think.
He's in the channel.
I'm here right
Yeah.
now. I said hi.
Oh, hi, Lee.
There he is.
Please don't rush Lee, okay? He's VIP.
Who?
What the fuck?
Sorry, Super.
The complete lack of disrespect.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really excited to be here.
The only simping I do is for Super's mom.
Did I hear a complete lack of disrespect?
You did. You did.
Yes, you did.
Excellent.
It's fine. The only symptom I see you guys do is for Zach's mum, so it does kind of work out.
Oh, Zach.
No,
My
just
lover.
for Zach. See?
All right, guys. So while he gets here, Marigar basically just does a cleave. Both tanks have to be stacked up. The damage is split evenly between the tanks that are stacked up. In normal, super easy to 2-tank. In heroic, it's possible to 2-tank it, but it's like 30k per swing. It's a lot of damage, so we'll probably 3-tank it early on. But like I said, normal, this is normal, so we're just going to 2-tank it. There are only 4 healers as well, since we're doing all just normals, so just Shock Tide, Not Swift, Sanctus, and Die. You guys should be totally fine. None of these bosses are too scary. Marigar is going to do a Bone Storm before I get to Bone Storm. Periodically, he's going to shoot out little flyers. They literally just go in a straight line out of them. Just slight sidestep left, slight sidestep right. You don't need to go super far. Ideally, everybody, we should pretty much kind of like ranged and stuff. You don't want to be in melee range. You have to be slightly at ranged. So you probably want to be about there. Just very loose spread, but still be very centralized. Don't be really far back. Just be very centralized and be somewhat close to the boss. Same thing with healers. If you want, you can get closer, but don't be super far out. Don't be off to the sides. Stay nice and near the center. Just slight left, slight right to avoid the fires. Every 20 seconds or so, he's going to impale 3 people. Just kill the spikes really quickly. It's very important they die fast. In normal, they do die fairly quickly. Still make sure you switch them. Practice the mechanics. In heroic, they have a lot more health and they live a lot longer and they do more damage. And if they're still out when Whirlwind happens, those people are probably dead. So it's very important that we focus on getting him out. Every about minute or so, he's going to Bone Storm. It's basically a giant whirlwind. He just jumps around the room whirlwinding. He will always go to the furthest person. So when he starts bone storming, Crack, I want you to go off to the right. Parm, I want you to go off to the left. You guys basically want to go pretty far, not super far, but you want to kind of go all the way out here, for example. Parm. Crack kind of did it yesterday, so I'm just going to throw that one down on the left. You pretty much want to be that far away. You want to be like beyond 40 yards from Crackdown. Everybody else, we hang out in the middle and just don't stand in fire, and he'll just keep zipping back and forth in front of us, and you don't have to worry about it. It does do more damage the closer you are, but this is normal. We'll be fine.
Udar, I'm assuming in when we do heroic, we'll have a bop rotation for spikes, or do bop? Do
no,
they
not
like
for spikes, for Bone Storm. So
okay.
on the Bone Storm, when it goes off, Sanctus, if you want to do first DSAC, and then Parm, you can DSAC the second Bone Storm. Crack, you can DSAC the third Bone Storm.
I got it.
Do ops work on bone spikes?
To block the damage, yes, but it will not get you out of the spike.
Okay, that was my question.
It's
on
more.
that one.
Think about it more like getting picked up by Colgarn.
Okay, cool.
Is he tanking facing the way he is, just with us at the?
No, I face him away from us always. He cleaves. So anytime you guys pick him up after a whirlwind, you need to face him away from us. I believe it's a threat reset after whirlwind. Crack, was it resetting threat last night?
No, but it could be a bug.
So where's the raid generally going to be sitting?
Directly behind him, like I said. We're going to be directly behind him. Range are going to be pretty much at the flare, not too much further back than that. They're not going to be super left. They're not going to be super right. They're going to be pretty much around that flare.
Gotcha. So
Yours are going to be in the
opposite
melee
direction.
stack,
You
right?
guys
Always face him away from us towards the ice. And always be stacked with Crack.
Wish that threat drop could be a normal thing compared to heroic too.
All right, pull timers up. Stay nice and centralized. Yeah, go ahead and lost. Nice and centralized, guys. You don't want to be off on your own. When spikes come out, you do not want to be by yourself.
That just one shot me, even though I'm standing on par.
Just keep healing those tanks. Bones in the back, bones in the back. Stay in the back, guys. Just stay in the back. Don't go running off. You want to stay centralized. Let it go running off to the tanks. Don't stand in fire. It's going to go through the middle, guys. You don't want to be in the middle.
You guys are all the way on the south side. Need to go to the middle.
If you're tanking it solo for a second, just make sure you pop cooldown. Bones. Bones. No. Melee, that's all you. Second DSAC. Just go ahead and get third DSAC out. Did they change his like spinning AI from last night? There he goes.
The other people need to be within 40 yards, otherwise they'll go to the nearest outside of the 40 yards.
True. We were probably too spread out. We needed to be more centralized. Yeah, on normal, yeah, it's so much less damage than heroic. Heroic, it kills you in like vortex.
Crack, you said you got hit hard enough to actually die.
Yeah, on that one, I don't know why I took one of those by myself, so it did a 50k hit.
Who was tanking it? You or Parm? Like who's
Parm was. And
well,
I was standing
it would
right
have
on
split
it.
between you and Parm, right?
Well, right, but it didn't split. I just took the full thing by myself, and it one shot me when I was standing on top of him. I don't know why.
Weird. All right, make sure you line of sight this stuff back again, guys. Kicks on the casters, super easy. Be off to the side while they're pulling. It's very important. You don't want to be standing.
There's
Am I pulling or is
rest here.
Yeah, go ahead and pull.
And you got the axe? What the fuck?
Yoink.
Who gets first? Oh wow, Lithis gets first. Shadowborn Grass Lithis.
Easy.
He likes to refer to as Lily.
What, does last night not count? Is it not me anymore?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have these little mini quests in here every week, like for a different boss or something for extra loots.
It's gems.
Or gems or whatever it is. I remember those now. It's coming back to me.
Same thing with the other side, pulling back.
Nice swipe.
Once we're
Probably like
really
3 minutes.
confident with these and we have good death grips and interrupts, it is technically possible to just run in, group them all up, and AoE like mad, but that's obviously a little bit more difficult.
If you run in with Divine Shield on, they all stack up on the tank and then you can just nuke them.
Oh,
And I forgot how much RP is in this this raid.
There's more, don't worry. But wait, there's more.
Precious. No.
I'm getting that little tabard. I'm putting that on my loot list.
I'll use priest on the side.
Lists. Yeah, you got to pull them.
It's gonna be my
They're
shirt.
gonna put a debuff on a person. If you get the debuff, run out of the group. You explode like a bomb when it ends.
Gonna be my 50/50 is that shirt, the precious shirt.
What, the ribbon?
Yep.
Dave, get out. Dave, get out.
Do I need to mangle? Have we got anyone else that's doing it? Dex, are you combat?
Yeah. You still need to mangle down. Somebody.
Alright, just give me a quick sec here, guys. I gotta quickly update a weak aura and then I'll explain this boss.
Is your guys' details working?
Yes.
I mean, Jay's top on mine, so I'm assuming it's broke.
Yeah,
Got
it
him.
seems broken.
That'll
I mean,
work it.
what is this shit?
All right, awesome. So Lady Deathwish is kind of crazy. For the entirety of Phase 1, basically our job is to control the ads while DPSing down her spell shield. All she does is sit there channeling. She has a massive amount of mana. You just have to do damage until her mana is 0. Once her mana is 0, that starts Phase 2. During the entirety of the entire fight, she's going to be putting down Death and Decays randomly on the ground. Just don't stand in them. They're green. They're very obvious. They're easy to see. They're huge. Just don't stand in it. She's going to periodically mind control. It's only one person in normal. In heroic, it's going to be 3 people. Don't cleave them down. It's very important that they do not die. Before they're coming out, it's important that we stop our AoE. Just don't hit your whirlwind if there's somebody that's MC'd right next to you. We can't kill them. It's like we have to just treat this like it's heroic. Don't kill the MCs. Let's make sure we're clean. The ads are going to spawn from both sides. Periodically, one will get empowered. We're all going to be up on that stage behind Lady Death Whisper for phase 1. Parm, I want you on the left side. Crack, I want you on the right. Just make sure you guys pick up any of the ads that are coming in. Savage, you can MD any of the ads on the left side to Parm. Dexterous, if you kind of want to tricks any of the ads to crack down, that'd be perfect. In phase 2, she is going to spam a Shadow Bolt. A Frost Bolt. It just needs to get kicked. Just make sure we kick it. In Heroic, we'll have a very dedicated kick rotation. In Normal, it's not as important. In Heroic, if you miss a kick, the tank dies. It's pretty much that simple. It does about 50,000 damage, and it cannot be mitigated. So it'll kill you, pretty much no matter what. The other thing that'll happen in phase 2 is that she's going to spawn little ghosts. If those ghosts touch you, you die. And in Heroic, if those ghosts touch you, they explode for about 20,000 shadow damage to the entire raid. So, yeah. It's very important that you watch for those little ghosts. Don't get yeeted by them. So when we pull, we're just going to be directly behind the boss. DPS the boss, DPS the ads as they come in. And that's pretty much it. And then once we hit phase 2, we'll bring her down and kite her in a circle. In phase 2, she's going to continually give a debuff to the current tank that reduces their threat generated. It's kind of like, Salve, but instead of actually reducing their threat, it just reduces their threat generated. So both tanks have to be hitting Death Whisper, generating as much threat as possible so that when the one gets too low, the next one will take over. That's pretty much it. Hopefully that explanation made some sense.
There's this whole fight generally around where she is now.
No. For phase 1, yes. For phase 2, we're down here because we have to move.
What? Sorry, 1 second, I'll be ready. I know I said yes, but I lied.
Okay, let me know. Zybris, do you got any food on you? If you don't, it's fine.
I think the more I do these bosses, the more I'll remember everything from 15 years ago.
Dugor, Lithis, Undead Lee.
I'm ready.
Pull timers up. Again, we're running up. Just go behind Death Whisper, guys, all the way to the back. The ads are going to spawn from the left, the right, and from the stairs, so we don't want to be out here.
What is this disturbance? You dare trespass upon this hallowed ground? This shall be your final resting place.
Hey guys, go ahead and start killing the ads. Don't stand in big green.
And show these intruders a taste.
Kicks, please. Make sure you get kicks. MC, CCs, CCs.
There's an ad slept over here, just FYI.
It's alright. Don't CC them, we want to kill them. In normal, you can dispel them, but in heroic, good. Okay, slow down just a tiny bit. We want to kill the next group of ads when they come out. Just slow down a little bit. We don't want to kill her yet. We don't want to push the phase until we're ready. There they are. Okay, let's kill all these ads, and then we're going to push her right out.
Take this blessing and show
Get ready for the MC soon. CCs on undead. CCs. Don't kill them, single targets, guys. Just don't kill undeadly. Okay, go ahead and push her. We're going down into the middle. Let's go ahead and lust. Okay, there's the ghosts. Do you see them? They're the little purpley blue things. They're gonna follow a couple people. They'll despawn after about 10 seconds. The little shrimps. There you go. In heroic, they last twice as long. Move away from the shrimps. That's on you, tanks. Every time they spawn, you go to the other side. You go in like a circle. CCs, please.
Can I get salve on mid-J, please?
I already put it on.
Salve for spell farm, please. Ranikar Shatter.
I got spell farm.
Super Trippy needs salve. This is so much quicker than last night. We got way more damage. So,
Oh,
good
fuck
job,
you,
guys.
Lobo.
So the basic idea, Parm, for phase 2 is you kind of go in like a square, you almost think, or a circle if you want. You can kind of use this big circle in the middle. Every time new ads spawn, you kind of just move to the next quadrant around the circle, kind of thing, just so that the melee aren't right next to them when they spawn. Is the basic idea. That's about it. Yeah. So, and then in heroic, there's going to be ads the entire time. The ads do not stop for phase 2. They just keep coming, and they got way more health. I'm gonna switch it to, actually, I don't think I can change it now. I'm gonna switch it to heroic for this fight, because it's literally that easy. Okay, it won't let me, that's fine, we'll do it later. I did forget to mention the Curse of Torpor. Does it go out in normal?
Yeah, I got a couple of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's really important you guys watch for that Curse of Torpor on the decursors, so thank you for getting those go, but, or anybody else who got any. It increases your cooldown by 15 seconds, and that includes abilities that have 0-second cooldowns. So, say for example, you Shadow Bolt, when you have Curse of Torpor, you have a 15-second cooldown Shadow Bolt. So if you get it, you basically have to stop doing anything until you get decursed. That's one thing that's really important to watch for. Since when weak aura packs and things like that are important, it's extra important for healers like Holy Pallies and stuff, because yeah, if you get your Holy Light locked out for 15 seconds, that can be insta-wipe. Right, so we're coming up on gunship. It's basically just us fighting the enemy ship. We're not actually trying to kill the boss of the enemy ship. We're trying to destroy the enemy ship with the cannons that we have. Periodically throughout the fight, I think it's about every 25% that their ship loses, they're going to spawn a mage. That mage stuns our cannons, and we have to jump over there and kill the mage. How we do that is there are jetpacks that the little goblin will give us. You have to equip it. It goes in your shirt slot. Let's have any of our melee can take a cannon.
I'll take one.
Nah, don't let him take
Me
one.
and Jay.
Go for it, doesn't matter.
No, Jay, me and you, so we'll take one each.
Hey,
All right,
Guldar,
yeah.
question. So for like the loot, so I'm assuming we're going to be coming back here another week. Should I just, like, I'm going to probably,
You're
I got loot that's
everything.
good.
You're gonna
Oh,
lose
I lose it?
everything, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, boo, because this was actually a good upgrade. That's very annoying.
Everybody should grab a jetpack. Healers, you don't need to, but all DPS tanks, you guys should have jetpacks. Crackdown, were you going over or staying last time?
I went over last time.
You went over? Okay, we'll have you go over again. And then Parm, if you want to tank the ads on our ship. So there's basically just a portal that's going to be in the middle of our ship, and it's going to slowly, constantly spawn ads. Just keep picking them up. That's basically it. Everybody who's not in a cannon is going to be DPSing those ads. When the cannons get frozen, we wait for Crack to jump over, then we all jump over. We kill the mage. As soon as the mage is dead, we jump back onto our ship. It's literally that simple. We need one more melee and cannon, please.
Do you need any healers to go over or no?
No, because the enemy boss is going to be tanked very close to us on their ship. You'll be able to heal Crackdown from our side of the ship.
Okay.
If you fall off, as Gracious just found out, you do die and we cannot res you, and that can happen throughout the entire fight. So do not jump off.
Actually, when the encounter is live, I got portaled back to the ship.
Can someone come down here so I can drop a closet? I can't do it on the boat.
Do the ads on our ship need to be tanked in any particular place?
You basically just tank them as they come out of the portal. You just hold them in the middle.
You just got to avoid rocket shots on us as a tank.
All right, so avoid splash, tank the ads in the.
All right. Did you guys get the summon ungracious there? Awesome. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. This is a very easy one. Should already be done. Let's go.
Not ready. Can you explain it again?
No, we're moving. Pets like to get bugged, so you probably have to resummon your pet. So gunners, 1 builds heat, 2 spends heat, build up heat. Just don't overheat. If you overheat, your gun gets stunned, so don't overheat.
How many
Build up
times was
heat
that?
before it spawns, and then shoot it. I don't know. Just look at the bar.
No, I meant how many times you said heat.
No time.
Heat? I don't know.
It was
Heat,
at least 15.
Heat.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Gunners, shoot at the ads at the back of the ship as well, please.
Yeah. Shoot it. You do damage to the ship and to the ads, and you want to kill those rocketeers in the back. And casters, we can cast on the riflemen as well. You can hit them with dots or AoE spells or whatever. Just make sure that you're not standing and stuff. All right, tank over. Okay, everybody else can go. Healers just stay on our side. Tank, like cheese, you're obviously staying on our side. Hunters.
You're in a good spot, Crack, there, just let you know.
Okay, DPS, get back to our ship. Tank over. Let's go DPS. Did you jump before the tank, Cyrus, or where'd you die at?
I jumped on top of the fucking boss in your whirlwind.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's go back over, back to our ship. If somebody's in range of Zybris, you can be resin, if you're in range. Tank over.
What? There's.
You can hear the voice line when he says, "Get a sorcerer out there to shut down those cannons."
Who plays with game sounds? How do you eat a Spotify with the game sounds on?
Oh my god. Alright, DPS, go back to our ship. If anybody's in range of Dexterous, if you want to grab him. Looks like he's on our ship. It looks like Adelaide or, okay, sweet, thanks.
Excuse you, it's Chatelaide?
That is a Chad. We'll need a replacement for Go here. He's got a thing he's got to take care of.
Is that mage? Oh, mage. Okay.
Wow. Oh, I didn't die.
Is this fight over yet?
It will be in a minute, yeah. This is heroic, by the way, guys. This is heroic gunship. It's pretty much over. There it is. Good job. GG guys, good job.
No way, we did it. One shot.
I don't
Good
even
job.
want to know what normal's like.
Yeah, I hope they make a
Just
weak
like this?
aura that like they start singing on a boat when you defeat this every time. Oh, that's a Abyss Ring. I'm gonna go take that too.
Scott, do you know anybody who wants to come? Any DPS?
I'm working on it. Give me a sec.
Stop kneading on my shards. What the hell?
Are they gonna really reset the loot you get from here every time?
Yeah, this is PTR, dude.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Like every week, it goes away.
It's not up every week.
Oh.
It's only up till Friday, and then it'll probably be gone for like a month, and then it'll come back like a week or two before they actually release ICC.
Rude. Well, I'm getting best gear right now, and it's sad.
I mean, if you don't delete your character, you keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna delete my character.
Having Uncle at Blizzard transferred over to live, easy.
I mean,
All right,
you wanna
guys,
pop
so I
the
might as
game.
well explain this while we're filling back up here, just so everybody's aware. So Sarfang, he's relatively tank and spank, but there's a couple things that we learned from last night. Number one is the beasts have to be handled properly, which means number one, tanks, you do not want threat on the beasts. Every time the beasts melee, he gets more blood. We don't want to get him more blood. Every time he gets 100, he's going to put out the mark of blood, which duplicates the damage that he does to somebody in the raid. We do not want that to happen more than it has to. So it's very important that they're handled properly. Let's try to get our. I didn't like set up plans and everything for this, so let's try to get ourselves into a decent position. We need to spread ourselves out 12 yards. So if you guys just do a slash range 12 ranged, you need to spread yourselves out by 12 yards. Healers, you can be on the boss, but if you're doing that, you cannot have like Righteous Fury or anything like that on, or you're gonna pull the beasts and you'll die. And that's exactly what we don't want. On Heroic, the beasts will pretty much one-shot anything that isn't a tank. And again, we don't want them tanked. You want to kite them, they're slowable, they're stunnable, everything works. Boomy knockback works really good. So we actually really want to get our Boomy very centralized. Adelaide, if you want to maybe come near the center here. Parm, Crackdown, just head up top here. Just melee if you guys want to head up where you guys will be, which is up on this stage. He'll be tanked up here. He's going to put out Mark of Blood every time that he gets 100 blood stacks. When that happens, he is going to duplicate his damage to whoever has that mark, and he's also going to generate 1 extra blood for every time that deals damage. So it's basically like a soft and rage mechanic. Sooner or later, too many people have the mark, and he's generating too many more marks, and there's too much damage going out, and it's just a wipe. On Heroic, if the person with the mark dies, he heals for 20% of his health. It's pretty much guaranteed wipe if somebody dies with the mark. In normal, it's 5%. No, still nobody should die with the mark. Another thing to note is that if you die with the mark, you keep it. So you can't be B-resed, or you're basically going to immediately die again anyway. So if a person dies with mark, you're pretty much just out of the fight. You got to deal with it. Nobody should ever die to the mark. Sanctus, Paladins basically own this fight when it comes to those. The first mark that's out, you basically just throw your beacon on, and then the second mark that's out, you're basically just healing that second mark. And then now you're handling 2 marks by yourself. So when we do Heroic, obviously we're going to have 2 Holy Pallies, 5 healers total, and that's going to make it a lot easier. There is a taunt swap mechanic every time that Mark of Blood goes out, just to prevent him from getting more blood, as when he does put that out on the tank, he's going to get blood every time he hits the tank as well. So this is literally just mitigating the amount of blood that he gets, killing the beasts. GG. Melee, I want all of you to nuke the middle ad that spawns. I will target the front left ad that spawns. Spell Farm, I need you to target the back left ad that spawns. Adelaide, if you want to target the front right ad that spawns. And who else do we have? Zybris. Actually, Adelaide, target the back left ad. Zybris, if you could target the front right ad. So basically, our job is just to single target those, try to get threat on them so that they follow us. All other, like DPS, melee, Affliction Warlocks, Shadow Priests that are here, Hunters, you guys need to be doing as much damage to them as you can. They do take reduced AoE by 90%, so you have to do single target. Multi-dot, single target, whatever you got.
When the ads spawn, isn't it like a half-second delay before the damage hits them or whatever?
No, you can hit them immediately.
Oh, okay. And living bomb is best for mages, right? For those.
Not if they're gonna die before 12 seconds.
Yep.
Okay.
Savage, go in front of Adelaide here. Come here.
Also, the shaman totems are pretty bad range. Can they be up on the stairs?
Yeah, just move the totems a little closer to us. Yeah. Even closer than that, like on the stairs. So, Savage, you want to be standing basically so you're just further than dead zone, and that way you can still trap weave, because what you want to be able to do is put down a freezing trap. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So Adelaide will knock back when they leave as well, so she'll try to keep them pushed back in. And that'll keep us going really good. Who did we get in here? Warrior. A warrior.
It's my baby daddy. He's here now.
Yeah, so that's literally the fight. You guys have to be 12-yard spread. If you're not 12-yard spread, you're going to be taking a lot of splash damage.
My range check is definitely not working.
Did you update DBM? Mine's working.
Update what? Sorry.
DBM?
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good if it's not. I can kind of show you roughly where are you? You're way over there. You're fine. You should be fine. If you're stacked on the boss, you don't need to be range 12. There needs to be at least 8 things at range for him not to target melee with his mark or with his boiling blood or whatever the hell it's called, the AoE that he does. So as long as there's at least 8 things at ranged, healers can be up with the boss. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're good. Let me switch it to normal.
Is this a fight where we want ant magic on the whole raid?
Yes, you can ant magic the whole raid. There is no magic damage. It is all physical damage. You guys need to resummon your pets. If you are on the ship, your pets are stuck on the ship. They don't know how to get off the ship. They're special. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the RP because it's like a 1.5 long RP. On normal, this fight's relatively simple. So this is, again, just seeing the mechanics, understanding it, learning to deal with those ads really well.
By front right, you mean stairs front right?
We're on the... Will you guys shut up? Parm, you're on the stairs here.
Yeah, from looking at the boss, Zybris, like just how we are now, just looking at the boss. So front right would be close to you.
Goldar, sorry if I missed this. Am I assigned to a mark, or am I just chain healing off the tank?
You can just chain heal the melee and stuff. I don't think we'll get more than 2 marks. If
Got
we
it.
do get a 3rd mark,
I'll just shield
Swift,
the 3rd.
yeah,
that's fine.
Swift and you might have to help with it.
Yeah,
Can I get a might on Feral as well, please? Oh, thank you. I've just got it.
We named him Dranosh. It means Heart of Draenor in Orcish. I would not let the warlocks take him. My boy would be safe, hidden away by the elders of Garadar. I made a promise to his mother before she died, that I would cross the dark portal alone.
So combat doesn't start till he actually activates, so this is a really good fight for pre-potting. The timer's a little bit off if you're using Fogies, though. Combat will start about 5 seconds after. If you're gonna army on this one, you gotta army about 15 seconds early. Those armies are going to taunt the blood beasts and give them a shitload of blood. You gotta be careful about that. Just go ahead and lust. Normally we'd lust later, but just go ahead and lust now. Blood Beast coming in 10, so melee, you're going to be absolutely dunking that middle one. Scott, you can go ahead and stun it. Okay, target your ads, slows.
Arm
Great
from
job.
the boss. You got a taunt for that.
What am I looking for?
The Rune
That-
of Blood, when it goes on the other tank, you taunt so he's not getting
That debuff that Parm has now, cracked taunt.
Got
I did, but he took it back.
Every time he hits the person who has that mark Parm, he heals and gets blood. Okay, there's the first one on Swift. Swift, just make sure you're keeping HOTS on yourself. You're basically going to get the damage duplicated from the tank. 10-man, it's not too bad. On 25, or sorry, on Heroic, it sucks.
Since it's physical, can you bop it or hop it to reduce?
It'll stop the damage for that period of time, but it'll be right back. So you might want to bop him now, because he's got 2 debuffs. Go ahead and bop Swift.
I got him.
So on Heroic, we're going to need to be really good about getting slows out. Like, we need to have that Frost Trap down, everything we can to slow these guys down. Good job. So on normal, a little bit easy. On Heroic, it's a big step up. He generates those marks a lot faster. He's doing a lot more damage. You're going to get teleported in. Don't run forward. It's a trap. Those will kill you.
What happened, Lilith?
Yeah,
Did you
just
fall
stay
asleep?
back. Just stay back. I'll get the portal. Just stay back at the gunship.
Yeah, just stay back here and wait, guys. You can just get teleported in.
Yeah,
Unless you want to just try to
go.
do the gauntlet, go for it. So in Heroic, guys, it's substantially harder. The ads have like 3 times the health. They live a lot longer. After 5 seconds, they'll slow everybody in the raid by 80%, making it nearly impossible to actually kite them. You have to kill them or knock them back or stun them or root them or something like that. They'll pretty much one-shot anybody they get to. He's generating like 4 times the amount of blood as he goes. Like it's a much more challenging fight on 25. On Heroic. So we're doing okay with the ads, but we need to make sure that we're getting them slowed because there's definitely a few times that they were running out at us.
Well, but there'd be more than one person on one ad. There'd be 2 or 3, wouldn't there?
No, well, there's one like single target assigned to each ad. Everybody else is still helping with ads. They're just multi-dotting or targeting whichever one's closest to them or whatever they need, right?
Okay.
Would it be safe in the future as Shaman to actually stack on the tank instead of the melee? Or does it cleave?
It doesn't matter. You can do either.
Okay, that way I'd have less of a travel time, because I'm thinking on Heroic with a longer fight, I'll have to repop Totem, like haste for the range, so that might be a better position.
Okay, let's go to the Plague Ring right now, left side.
What's called?
Oh, you guys can take Amp Magic off yourself if you want, I guess.
Please tell me where I'm teleporting.
Upper Spire. Harold's coming down.
Pull.
Severed Essences don't really do too much. You don't have to be like super focused on getting them. Just make sure you hold on to the Valkyries, because the Valkyries will kill people. The Severed Essences usually just cast pointless things. They're basically like a very weak version of whatever they came from. So they're from us, right? If it's a Shaman, they'll just like try to spam Lightning Bolt, for example.
We have a Warlock pet over there on the far one that pulled them.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
No, that was a rogue.
No, your pet's dead over there.
I don't know what it is. What? How the fuck did it go over there?
If we're polymorphed into an ooze, is there something we should be doing?
I think you can get dispelled.
Yeah, I would have loved to dispel, but I was silenced because I was an ooze too.
They're plate bombing? Oh my god, okay,
Can I get
so
a
we
battle
have to
res?
nuke. Okay.
Ooh.
So we've got to nuke one of them down at a time, obviously. So that's an interesting mechanic from the postulating horrors. So we're gonna have to mark one and just nuke it whenever we get them. I blame Scott.
Honestly, it's normally my fault.
He probably knew that it was going to happen, and it was like,
I'm just gonna keep a soulstone on Parm all night. Yes. Alright, let's keep moving. I don't remember. Are there traps in this hallway? I thought there were, weren't there?
No, there's not.
Okay. What's the thing that's in this hallway?
There's a patrol of like ghouls that run around.
I think we got them.
I think we might have pulled them and we decided to pull everything else.
We're gonna go to the right side first.
There can be traps in here, actually.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like this hallway that we're coming up to right now. I thought I remembered something about traps, and there was some kind of like gas trap or something.
I don't see any in the near area.
Okay. Yeah, pull this back out of here. Remember, there's the 2 mini bosses that we have to be aware of as well. Are we picking stuff up? How are we losing people like while we're pulling? Are we getting MDs? Is MD Tricks going out?
Yeah, it's out.
Just gotta wait till it gets to me.
Do you cast MD on Swift?
Sanctus could get dispelled, please.
You cast your MD on Swift.
That's weird.
We got to make sure we're not seeing people die on trash. We got to make sure that we're getting.
Why the fuck would it go on to Swift? Okay, hold on a minute.
No idea.
Yeah, okay. That's default. I don't know why it went to Parm or Swift. It's a weird bug.
Is Precious the one that does the decimate?
The one on the left.
They both do decimate.
They both do? Okay.
The one on the left is more deadly, if that's what you mean. It does decimate and a dot on, well, not a dot on everyone, but yeah, reduces your health.
Oh, it does the gluth mechanic, right? Yeah. Is that the decimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's decimate. Yep. Alright, who's he coming? Left one's coming. Alright, let's grab the left one, just pull him back. We gotta pull them both anyway. So there's Stinky, pull him back. So we're gonna be taking constant damage from him, AoE, and he's periodically gonna cast a decimate that's gonna reduce us to basically, like, what, 10%?
Good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Here comes Decimate, Cookie.
And taunting for the healing. You can top back.
Okay.
Good job. Yeah, so just make sure you guys cookie basically as soon as that decimate lands. It's really good.
I think
I will hit him when it lands too.
Say DSAC for it too.
You can't desac decimate.
You need to kill this other side one. Yeah.
No, it just protect for the damage after the
For the
decimate.
damage after? Yeah, okay. This guy does the same thing, but not with AoE damage.
He does spawn ads though.
Can we get a new mage table when we can, please?
Is there any reason we can't go and meet him?
No, we can move. There's only one left now, so
I didn't take the right for traps. I got one on the left.
don't go super deep then. We'll just kill these as we go.
Yeah, I don't see any on the right.
Scott, maybe the reason your drink doesn't taste good is your cheap tonic. Maybe you need to invest in better tonic.
It could be the semen that was actually in the cup before I put the gin in it.
God.
That could also have something to do with it.
There's ads running around in the back.
Seaman's
And in
never
the
put you off
bottom
a
of the
block,
glass.
Scott.
Bob Swift, please. Stay nice and
That is
close,
very
guys.
true.
The closer you are, the easier it is to kill those. You're off on your own in the back. It's difficult. Gracious, you don't want to be off on your own in the back. Alright, so Rotface pretty much only has a couple mechanics.
Oh, let's pull.
Alright, sorry about that. So Parm, I need you to tank him. You basically just keep him in the middle. Periodically, he is going to turn and face somebody and do a slime spray. We just don't want to all get hit. Just kind of move out of his way and you're not going to get hit. Range, we want to be slightly at range. We can spread around the room, but you don't want to be super far from him because if you see these green canisters around the room, he's basically just going to periodically release a giant puddle of goo on the floor from them. You don't stand in it. It's literally that simple. The only other real mechanic of this fight is that he is going to give people I don't remember what it's called. It's like mutating injection, something like that. It is a disease. That disease can be cleansed. When it's cleansed, you will spawn an ooze right under you. That ooze needs to be kited around in a circle around the outside. So Crackdown, let's have you doing that kiting. So anybody who gets an ooze, you bring it to the outside of the room to Crackdown. Once the ooze is there, you go and you drop it off near the ooze. The oozes will combine, and once they've combined 5 times, it will explode. And it explodes, it launches out volleys of like little green, little slime missiles that are going to hit the ground wherever you were standing when it exploded. It does hit everybody in about a 6-yard AoE when it lands, or wherever they land. So when it explodes, move. It's literally that easy. In Heroic, we'll have a little bit more of like a structured where we're moving each time, but for this time, we just want to get in there and see it. It's a very easy fight like that.
Can you be faced in any specific direction?
No.
Sorry.
Just face them away from us to start, and we'll work around that.
Goldo, can you so when you get this slime, you run it out to Crackdown, who has other slimes?
The slimes will combine into a big slime, and then once the big slime eats 5 small slimes, he'll explode.
Okay.
Yeah.
This kind of fight calls for natures.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just go ahead and lust. there's the first spray. Normal, it's not too bad. Doesn't hurt too bad. You just don't stand in that. It's not going to go all the way to the middle, but it's going to get the outer edges. Just don't stand in it. You got to bring those oozes and drop them off on Crackdown. Crackdown, you can go through the ooze. It's okay. So you don't have to worry about that.
I know, it just went away all the way to Zybris though. This is why.
Do not be cleansing that disease, by the way, guys, unless the person is already at Crackdown. So Crackdown should be the only one cleansing the disease when they come near him. No one else should be cleansing. Bring it to Crackdown, Swift. He was right next to you. You're on the wrong side. You ran away from him. You bring it to the big ooze, guys. Bring the little ooze to the big ooze. Very simple. You want to be as kind of far out to the outside as you can, so we're not getting hit by the.
This is going to be 5, so it's going to explode. The explosion's going off.
Okay, he's exploding. Just go ahead and move. Bring your infection to crack. You guys gotta move when you say move.
This thing, even when it gets dispelled, we need another ooze, otherwise it just goes to them. So the 2 oozes need to go together, because I can't taunt these.
Yeah, bring them together, guys.
Why is it running through middle?
He was marked. Did it get lost?
Yeah, but the 2 people with the little oozes, I cannot taunt them. You need to make a big ooze.
Yeah, just leave it. Don't worry about it.
I was
Literally,
chasing
just
it.
ignore it. Well, you like, don't panic. Just leave it. Like, if it's in melee, just let them combine. Just dispel people, let it combine. You can combine big oozes. So if it's like a medium ooze in melee, just taunt it out and then make it a bigger ooze.
Midjay, can you get up Swift? Swift, can you get up Chatelaide? Chatelaide, can you get up Dot Farm? Spell Farm?
Will you stop taunting the ooze farm?
I'm not punting it.
The big ooze does do AoE, so that's why we need it kited around the outside.
Exploding.
The middle. It's exploding. Go ahead, move, move, move.
That's just my hammer cleave.
So, guys, he's really easy to spot. He's the paladin running around the outside of the room. You always bring it to the paladin running around the outside of the room. Like, yeah, gracious. That's not the paladin that's running around the outside of the room.
I can't taunt these because they're little oozes. Can you bring them together so it creates a big ooze?
Look at that warrior damage.
So, guys, Crackdown will be running around the outside of the room. If you get the injection, go to Crackdown. He will be the only one running around the outside of the room. You can't run them onto Parm and drop them. You don't run to one random edge of the room by yourself and drop it. You take it to Crackdown.
Don't run it through the middle if you can help it, because it's very easy for me to just pull it with my passive.
Well, he's never running it through the middle, right? He's going around the outside. And then it's just, all Crackdown has to do is just keep threat on the big one, and then it's easy. But you guys, you have to bring it to Crackdown. If he's running around through the middle to try to get to you, to try to do weird things like that, it doesn't work. You have to drop it off at Crackdown. So just every few seconds, just know where he is. He's going to be slowly moving in the same direction. So once you see him moving in one direction, you'll know he'll always be going in that direction.
Do the pools on the side come out in like a circular, like a clockwise or non-clockwise?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so they always like, if it comes out, you know it's going to come out left or right next.
So, like, the big ooze does AoE, so we don't want to be anywhere near the big ooze. Crackdown kites Big Ooze around the room. When Big Ooze eats 5, it explodes. You have to move, not to where somebody else was, to a spot where nobody was, and then you'll live. That's the whole fight. You get injection, you go to crackdown, you drop it off, you go back near the middle. That's it. It's the whole fight.
Out of curiosity, I tried Frost Shock on both Big and Little Ooze. It did put a debuff on Little, but not on Big. So if there's ever a reason to do so, it looks like we can slow the Little Ooze.
Big Oozes move slower than players, so you can get away from them really easy.
Right. I don't know about the little ones.
Little starts with 500k threat on the person that they're attached to. So if I had the disease, I would get dispelled. It'll have 500k threat on me. So, yeah, but there's no need to kite them. There's no need to do anything. Like they do fuck all damage. You're ideally to minimize the amount of explosions. And again, this is something that we've not even tried yet, to be honest. But it's a private server strategy is to only combine big oozes. You know, so you get two and like you combine 2 small ones, and then 2 small ones that like crackdown would kite round, and then when you get another 2, you combine it so it reduces the amount of like the explosions you get where you need to move away.
We had people dying to just getting meleeed by weak oozes though. Like I don't think
you shouldn't die to weak ooze. Yeah, that would never happen. I had one on me for I don't know 20-30 seconds. Barely took any damage.
Oh,
like in heroic, like in normal, it don't really matter. Normal, you can do whatever the fuck you want, just like run around and just don't die.
Well,
but on heroic, we're gonna need to control the explosions.
Yes, that's why I want us to be practicing for heroic. And the explosions on heroic aren't even that bad because again, you just move and then they don't do anything because it's the same thing. It's the exact same fight on heroic. It's just it hurts way fucking worse. So and we're gonna have assigned spots. Like we're gonna be on one half of the room. He's gonna explode. You just go to the other half of the room. No one gets it, right? Like that's the easiest way to do it is just to go straight through to the other side where no one was, and then you.
But you've also got vile gas going on at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get back in there. Make sure you bring your oozes to crackdown. And if you get the first one, you have to stay out until it merges.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and Les. Your first big ooze. Try to kite it as close to the outside of the room as you can. Army of the Dead is taunting. You can't Army of the Dead, guys. Good job dropping those oozes. Yeah, try to get it further around the outside, please, Crackdown.
The next one will be 5.
We gotta get heals for Lig. Lig, you're running the wrong way.
I ran away from the big ooze. That's that.
You had the slime on you. Yeah.
It's on Sanctus.
Okay, get ready.
Exploding.
Move.
Unlucky.
So melee, you can't just move to where the other melee are standing. It targets players. Like it targets where people are standing. Not Swift. Can you get up Dugor, Chattelade? Can you get up BZ Lock? BZ Lock's kind of off on the left there. Mid-J, can you get up Lig?
It's gonna explode here.
Move. There's that small ooze. There's new one spawning. Just get them together. You can cleanse Goldar as soon as we're near it. You can cleanse. You can kite through the green, Crackdown.
I mean, it hurts quite a bit. If we were doing it on the heroic, I would die kiting it through that.
You gotta take it through.
No, you absolutely do not take it through.
He's taking it like right next to us, though.
It slows you. It slows you literally to 100% on heroic.
Yeah.
You do not go through it.
That's the spray that slows you. That slime
Dude,
spray
I'm
that
crafting
does
Shadowborn
slow you.
tonight.
No. The heroic ooze that slows you, which is pretty much exactly the same thing. It slows you by 100%. Yeah, you need to
The
kite
video
around.
I was watching, the tank was just running straight through it.
Yeah, no, don't never run through it.
Is it?
But you
freedom
also
thing?
like the range, like there was no vile gas there.
Res, please.
Yeah. Everyone needs on heroic. You need to be spread a good 10, 12 yards apart.
Well, that's exactly what I said though. When we do heroic, we're gonna have assigned spots where we all stand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, they dislodged foreign object. Gaming.
Super. Post one.
I got 2 now. Confirmed.
Oh, I see. So you can give me one. Nice.
No.
Thanks, buddy. What?
So this fight is... It'll start out with an insane amount of raid damage, and then as he absorbs the gas in the room, it will transition to insane tank damage. When he's at full 3 stacks and there's no raid damage going out, the tanks are going to be getting absolutely slapped. Throughout the fight, there's going to be spores that spawn. You have to get inoculated by being under one of the spores when it explodes. You don't want to bring multiple spores together, so you want 1 spore in melee, 1 spore on the left, 1 spore on the right. So melee, you're obviously behind the boss. Let's just have the boss faced away from us. Group 3 ranged, we'll have a light spread on the left side. Group 4 ranged, light spread on the right side. Shocktide, Gracious, Swift, if you guys want to be slightly on the left, and then Sanctus and Die if you two want to be slightly on the right. Again,
Can I
just
be in melee?
You spread with your group.
Would it be-
Yeah, you
yeah,
can
would
go on
that
the
be
melee,
bad?
Sanctus. Yeah, you can go on the melee. Same thing,
Thanks.
Shock, if you want. Yeah, you can go on melee.
Okay, yeah.
I would like to have mana, so melee is nice.
Yeah. So again, it's relatively simple fight, all things considered. He's going to start by filling the room with gas. The whole raid's going to be taking very high, constant AoE damage. Is it 30 seconds? Does he eat the gas every 30 seconds? Yeah, he eats the gas every 30 seconds, I believe. And every time he does that, it's going to reduce the amount of damage that the raid takes by 33%, but increase the amount of damage that the tanks are taking. So that's the basic mechanic of that. And by the time he's absorbing all 3, tanks really need to be rotating heavy cooldowns because he will kill you. He hits incredibly hard. The only other mechanics to worry about is he will do a Vile Gas, I believe it's called. It's a single target. He'll go out on, I think, 3 people in 25 man, and it's basically like a conflagrate. So you don't want to be standing near anybody. It'll spread. It gets really nasty. I believe you want to be about 10 yards spread.
What about the ooze from above? Did you cover that?
That's heroic. We're not doing heroic.
Oh, it's only heroic. Okay.
Yeah. The only other thing to worry about is for tanks. While you're tanking him, you're going to be getting a constant debuff that increases your damage done. But if you reach 10 stacks of it, you explode and die. So you don't want to do that. Basically, after you guys reach, I don't know, is there a limit to the number of stacks we want people to get, or like can the tanks just take it till 9 if they really wanted to?
It's only 9. Take 9, swap. I mean, if we want to be really, if we want to be, it's normal. Let's be really cocky. Jay's tanking to begin with, and we pump all personal cooldowns into him. Jay takes 9 stacks, then goes cat, and then we literally chain hand ourselves on him, and he deletes the boss.
I don't know. It could work, but I think I'd rather just keep it moving. So
No, it works. Trust me. On heroic, it is literally what we'll be doing. Like table will be doing that because it's just so much damage. Might as well get used to it now.
I mean, we can give it a try.
There's no. It's just so much more damage to the boss.
Let's give it a shot.
But ordinary tanking tactic is 9 stacks. The other tank taunts. But like even on heroic, on PTR, from what I've been told, like people was coming into the stream all shocked, like, oh my god, they've got a feral like going in and getting salves and stuff. It's like, well, yeah, we've always done that. It's like so much damage for a feral.
Is it Mijay or you? Do you have like a does he need a tank set though? When you need a tank set or no? Because he's not taking a lot of damage.
No, we need just chuck a PI on him at the start. Just let him take, even if it was like 4 or 5 stacks. Let him take 4 or 5 stacks, and then I'll salve him after I've salved him. Sancta salves him, and just let him pump.
Okay. You want to try that, Mijay?
Yeah, go for it. Please don't put a PI on me though. Please put Bane Suppression instead.
Yes, Bane Suppression.
No, the same thing. PI, PS. Fuck it, it's alphabet, mate. What's wrong with you?
All right, so let's give this a go.
Wait, who's
not here, man?
Mijay.
I need a timer, like, because I don't have DBM.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, such a shit tank, man.
Oh, I thought you
light spread, guys. 10 yards, light spread.
You was in bear form, Jay, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is embarrassing.
Vile gas. Please don't let Swift die. Swift just got 0 heals and died. Sweet. Chatelaide, can you get Mijay up? Stack up under your spores, guys. Stack up under your spores.
Parm, you might as well taunt near the next time it goes out so you get stacks. Otherwise, I'll have to just like sit here.
Got anyone else?
Mijay, can you get Not Swift? And then Not Swift can get Spell Farm when you're healthy. Okay, you guys are way out there with spores. Why are you way out there with spores? Like, I said light spread on your sides, and you guys are going off to Narnia. You need to get everybody with spores. Stay close, please. Come back to this side, Swift. Don't be near.
Is there a limit is there a limit to the number of people who can get under 1 spore?
No.
No. Have you actually set a spot where everyone collapses on?
Well, we were all relatively
spot,
close, but one person ran to the other side of the room, and they were the one.
Yeah, no. You need a location. You need a location in the room where you will collapse them.
Group up, guys. Group up. 2 groups. 2 groups. You don't want to all get hit by 1, or all get hit by 2. Hit by 1.
It's far enough apart.
Be right under it. Yeah, they're not super big AoE. It's like 6 yards. We did get 2 though, so that killed Swift again. Here comes big AoE. I'm a 9.
Crack down his taunt.
Wow. Man, anti-magic weapon rune like shield is so broken on this fight. This gives you full runic power instantly for like 7 seconds.
Do not bring those together. Stack up on your
Highlights can
One on melee. One on melee.
What are you all fucking doing? Like, get one on melee, one on tanks, one on range. Why are you all spread out with spores? Like, what?
We're not spread out. What do you mean? We had 2 in the back.
There was literally 3 spores. There was 3 spores, not one went on melee.
There shouldn't be 3 on the range. 2 at range.
There's always 3. No, there was 3, and none of them went to melee.
Yeah, I'm saying there shouldn't be 3 in range.
I'm down. Farm's gonna blow up.
We have no B-res. Parm, can you bubble those off?
I've taunted, but we'll see how it goes. I died again.
We've already
Literal
established
ass.
all the shit.
There's already one in
on the
melee. Get
planet.
that one out. Circle out. Circle out.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what happens when that happens. So, guys, very light spread on your sides. You group up for spores. 1 spore has to go into melee if all 3 go unranged. You never get hit by 2 spores at once, or you'll get 2 stacks of the dot. So when a spore explodes, you get 1 stack of blight inoculation, which reduces your shadow damage taken, and you get 1 stack of a dot. So you don't want to take multiples because you'll get multiple stacks of the dot, but you will not get multiple stacks of inoculation.
Just while we're running back, that is the funniest pull I've ever experienced.
What, the instant death?
I ran in with such hopes that I was going to top meters and they were going to sing my praises, and literally the bus hit me for 30k.
Rip that guy in particular. There were quite a few vile gases going out on more than 3 people, which means people were too close together. You don't need to be super far apart. It's 10 yards. Just be 10 yards spread. So think about it like a little star, right? 1 person in the middle, 2 people behind them, 2 people kind of off to the right, and then like 1 person in front, and that's it. And then when the spore comes out, you kind of collapse in your little star. And that's pretty much it. So again, we will have battle plans when we do kind of come here for real, and we are in here for like heroics and stuff like that. So it'll be a little easier with the visual. Yes.
Can I just do something for science? Like,
I don't know.
For science,
I really want us
nothing
to
else.
see more bosses and keep going. I don't want to.
No, it's for this boss. So for science, just for science, I'm gonna put a ready check out. If you understand what you're meant to do with a spore, click yes. If you don't know what you're meant to do with a spore, click no. Because if you click yes and you know what you're doing with a spore and you fuck up, then it's... Oh, everyone knows what they're meant... Oh, no, there's a few people that don't know what they're doing with spores. Brilliant.
Right here, I'll throw out a couple flares. It'll be really easy for ranged. It's very simple.
Can we server mute Scott?
We had 3 range with spores, and all 3 of them spread nowhere near anyone.
Yep.
It was like they was like, oh shit, I've got a spore on me. I'll move away, and no one got a spore.
Back in the day, I recall spores were always taken just directly in the middle, like right in front of the entrance in the range stack, right?
No.
Everyone would collapse in from the right and collapse in from the left. No?
No, because if you have multiples, you're going to get multiple stacks of the dot. You do not get multiple stacks of chaos inoculation. So you don't want to get hit by multiples. You don't want to stack up spores. So I threw down
one on tank, one on melee, one on range.
Yes, guys, just slow down. So I put down 2 flares, right? The left group that I said is going to kind of lightly spread around that flare. There can be 1 person standing on the flare. The right group is going to lightly spread around the right flare. There can be 1 person standing on the flare. When spores come out, you go stack up on the flare if you're near the left, and you go stack up on the right if you're near the right. If your particular group gets 2 spores, one of you has to go stack in melee. Make sense?
Yep.
We're doing a lot of yelling. Let's try to not yell.
So I'm not gonna yell.
I mean,
but
you could literally just have 1 go on tanks, 1 go on melee. 1 goes on tanks, 1 goes on melee, 1 goes on range.
That's exactly what.
That's it.
Yes, that's exactly what.
Why have we got 2 flares at range then?
2 range and 1 melee plus tank, right?
Yeah. 2.
But then the
range, 1
person
melee.
with the yeah, but just have like 1 literally goes on the tanks, 1 goes on the melee, and 1 goes on the range.
We get might Scott.
Scott might, yeah.
Buff
Like,
us, you
I know the
bitch.
tanks need it as well, but if the person with it stands underneath the boss, it'll hit everyone in melee.
Yeah, the melee person just stands in between melee and tank. That's what I did when I
Yeah,
got
then
it.
it hits both.
Are we getting used to heroic or are we just doing normal?
I mean,
like, what do you want to do?
That you can do that in heroic.
You can't do it on heroic. You can't do it on heroic because then if the one stood in the middle of the boss gets malleable goo, you're fucking the melee and the tanks. You can't do that.
No, we'll just do it this way so we can keep moving on. Same spots as last time, guys.
Who's tanking first, Parm?
Yeah, let Parm.
3, 2, 1.
Near your flares. Why you guys shouldn't be so far from your flare.
Are we lusting?
Yeah, go ahead and lust.
Good take and get some stack.
Say what again?
Flare die.
Correct, you get some.
Okay, Crack is going to taunt in 3, 2, 1.
If you get your spore in ranged, go to your flare.
What? Did I just over aggro?
Mid J, can you get him up?
Yep.
Can I have a new Kings of Might?
To your flares, guys. To your flares. We need one out. Perfect, thank you.
When he bloats, I'm gonna taunt.
I'm at 4, so whenever. I'm at 5 now.
Oh, when he gets up.
Okay, he's gonna start hitting like a freight train now on your flares.
It's on Parm.
DSAC.
You gonna take it back, correct?
Crack down is
Kill it.
taunting in 2, 1. Taunt.
Flares?
I'm gonna take it back. Do you have your shield?
Yeah, I have it. I'll use it.
Oh, you're not gonna make it.
He's hitting like weak now, guys. Like he's doing almost no tank damage right now.
I'm at 9 sec.
I'm gonna take it back. So.
Why did both tanks have stack?
And
Stack up?
maybe we need to let it drop off after we go up to 9. Yeah, either one of us is going to
Tank
blow up.
Mijay, can you just tank it? Mijay, you gotta tank it quick.
I've got it with every
Heals
cooldown
Mijay,
popped in the world.
Mijay, heal Mijay, anything for Mijay. Hit him with any cooldowns you got. Oh, perfect. Mijay saves us. He got the stack. Don't you have to let that drop?
And he gets a distant land for it?
Like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to let that drop before you taunt it again. Am
Well, I mean,
mistaken?
nothing was said beforehand, so we were just alternating.
No, that's why I said one person takes it to 9, and then the other guy can tank it pretty much. Like, or if you're worried about cooldowns, one person tanks an empower phase, and then the next person tanks an empower phase.
That's what I was trying to do for that. It just we were juggling stacks until we got to the.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you're not juggling too quick, and that's pretty much it. Did you guys just do left right, Scott? Like, did you just go to the opposite side of the room from wherever the ad was going to spawn?
Orange don't even work on this server. It's literally a fucking waste of time even doing this boss, to be honest.
Okay, then never mind. We're just not
like literally half of the mechanics do not work.
Okay, well, don't worry about it.
I think they fixed it.
You think they fixed it?
What? Since we've done it tonight?
Yeah, I believe so. That's why it worked on a 10 man.
We'll see what happens.
On 10 man.
It worked on 10. Yeah. It's only broke on
Guys,
25.
Don't go in. Wait for everybody. Don't go in, please. Wait.
I think I can tell you.
Is everybody here?
Oh, one sec.
Watching
Just around the corner.
fusion to 25 now. Let me see.
All right,
no,
let's move up.
on 25 is spawns, but they're doing heroic. I don't know if that's different or if it's actually fixed.
I don't know. Give it a go.
Move up together. The door will close behind us. Or did we not hit the valves? Do we need to hit the valves still?
We hit them. We did. We just gotta wait a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Move up to the front. Locusts are gonna keep attacking us. Keep healing. There's gonna be ads coming from behind. Is it the it's the gas cloud that roots you in place, or is it the slime that roots you in place? It's the slime, isn't it?
Green slime.
Yeah. So basically this is pretty much an ad fight. There's going to be one person, the off tank. So I guess let's have Crackdown do it. Crackdown, you are going to pilot the A-bomb. You're basically going to go up to Professor Futureside's table there. You're going to use it. You're going to turn into a giant A-bomb. Giant A-bomb eats the slime puddles that are on the ground, and you can also slow the ads. The only real hard part to learn about the A-bomb is that you don't want to eat slime pools too fast, but you also don't want to eat them too slow. You eat them too fast, you don't get enough energy back, and you're not able to slow all the slimes. You eat them too slow, they grow too big, and then they kill us. So it's a fine line that you eventually figure out. Scott, do you know how many drinks you're supposed to do each time? Is it like 3 drinks on one, 3 drinks on the other?
Just drink everything. Like, do not fall behind. Like, number one is do not fall behind. Keep as how many melee have we got? How you approach this fight as the A-bomb really depends on your comp. If you're heavy range comp, then you just run around drinking and slowing ads. If you've got a decent amount of physical damage dealers, then you always want to keep 5 stacks of number 3 up on the boss, because that's like 20% physical damage.
We're probably more ranged focused, so I'd probably just focus on whatever's easier.
So literally, just run around, press 1, and slow. But slow. We're not going to get the orange slime. I'm fairly fucking sure that it hasn't been fixed. So, but if it has, slowing the orange slime is top priority. Slow green slime, sure, like why not? But the orange slime is like top prio.
So
the
guys,
second it spawns, it needs slowing.
Basically, periodically throughout the fight, he's going to spawn either a green slime from the green side of the room or a orange slime from the orange side of the room. The orange slime can be kited, so you want to be running away from it. If it hits you, it explodes. You pretty much guaranteed die. You'd never let it touch you. The green slime will root you in place and start coming at you. Everybody has to be doing damage to it, and when it reaches its target, it'll explode and launch everybody away from the ooze, right? So the damage that happens from that explosion is split between everybody. So if you let just that person get hit on their own, they're dead. But if you have a bunch of melee there, some range there, maybe a healer or 2, it's not that much damage and it's fine.
And start here, literally where I'm jumping them down. Just everyone stack here.
Let's go over here.
We're going to get green first, and we literally, the second it spawns, everyone just switch and nuke it.
And then we'll stay over here until the orange spawns. Hopefully we don't even get an orange. It's a 3-phase fight. I believe he goes back to his thing at 80%, and then at 35%. 35, he turns into like basically a big monstrosity. The room starts filling with the ooze, and it's basically a soft enrage. Tanks in phase 3, you want to be periodically taunting off of one another so that you have even stacks through the fight. If you lose stacks for any reason, you explode and die and kill us. The more stacks you have, the more AoE damage you do to the entire raid. So you want to kind of, you don't have to go 1-1. Maybe you want to take 2, and then the next guy takes 2, but then you're probably going to want to go 1-1 after that to try to keep it nice and even. Otherwise, the raid damage gets too high.
I have a question. Do the slimes target a random person?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep, totally random.
Okay.
You just kind of want to get it as far away as you can. It runs a straight line to you, so it's not really the easiest to kite it around the outside. But yeah, I mean, you'd kite it as far away as you can, and then maybe if you see an opening, you could kind of rocket boots around and stuff like that. I don't think it's actually slowable except from the A-bomb. I think the A-bomb's the only one able to slow it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they're able to be knocked back either or stunned.
The green don't matter. So what you need to do, like if you're a mage and you get targeted by the green, like literally turn 180 degrees and blink. If you're a warlock, like now, warlock should have your portals like over here, where I'm jumping up and down. Like stick your portals here. So then, if you get targeted, you just teleport. It's time before anyone gets hit. And the first one is irrelevant anyway. We'd literally fucking burn it down before it even does anything. But you just always want to extend the time before people take damage. But everyone stacks on green, orange. I'm fairly fucking sure it's broke still. It probably won't even come. If it does and you get orange, just run away. And if you've got orange on you, like run through everyone. You know, like don't run away from everyone. Run like if I was orange now, I would be making a fucking beeline to all of you, because you can then all switch around, nuke it. Melee can change to it. You know, so like run straight through the boss if you've got orange. That's it really. Just nuke ads, fucking. It's easy. On normal.
All right, we got table back.
Who? Let's get that tiny abomination in a jar.
No,
Thanks,
Jay.
Jay said he wanted to give up his spot to table. Good guy,
What a little
Jay.
bitch.
Oh, table exists?
Do we have somebody else yet with attack power buff? I kind of want to play an holy.
Don't think so, no.
Fuck.
Jay, you were a solid tank.
He survived.
Saved it all.
He tanked that floor really good.
I didn't die to the boss. I tripped and fell on the way away.
Yeah, that's it.
No, orange is the one that if it hits you, you die. Green is the one that you want to be stacked up. Orange is the one that you kite for your life. Yep. All right, let's give this a pull. Pull timers up. Lust is phase 3. Lust is phase 3. Phase 3 is the burn.
At the start of 3?
Yeah, basically. Are you pulling him closer to green? Yeah, get out of that slime. Get out of that slime, guys. Get out of that slime. That other green one is growing. You'll stop it from growing. There's slime coming. Get ready.
Everyone should be on it now. If you're a melee and you're not on me, you're doing it wrong.
We gotta get the boss tanked like on top of that slime as well.
Help soak.
New slime. Don't stand.
He killed him.
Move. Keep him on this side. Wait, how do we lose spell farm?
The green slime was on me and I didn't get healed. Should I ice block it?
No, you just gotta get healed through it. Swift, can you get him up? Make sure you heal. You only have to heal the tanks and the people with slime, right? So, just make sure that happens.
And when the green
What?
explodes,
How's he
it
dying?
AoEs.
Oh, I'm dying.
He didn't get the immunity. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's such a troll.
Don't feel a thing. What? Where'd those come from?
Yeah, the first one he just died because he didn't get anything. Yeah, let's get him up. Adelaide, if you want to get him.
I got him.
Malleable goo, it bounces in a straight line. You just sidestep it. You don't want to get hit by it. If you just got hit by malleable goo, it's a 200% attack and cast speed slow. It literally just goes out in a straight line.
Move the boss. Move the boss. Move the boss. As in, like, every time gas bomb's about to come in or whatever it's called.
Green.
You need to move.
You guys are standing in that. You gotta move.
So like tanks, get ready to move. Like now. Go. Go, 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 go. Up. 3 seconds, tanks, and then move. Go, 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 go.
Bees, make sure your pet's up.
Why are you still moving now, though? Like, stay still now.
Green's up.
Now stack up. BZ.
Damn.
I think we need to be getting the boss to where the green ooze is going to spawn. So melee can be helpful with that. I know we're down a lot of people, so it's obviously not going to work at this point, but I think that's going to be a pretty important aspect.
Watch your step.
When the green ooze explodes, what damage type is that? Anyone know?
I believe it's nature. It's split between everybody hit, so like, if there's enough people getting hit, the damage is irrelevant. Like, it's just the annoying part is the knockback.
Is that true on heroic, or will we need an NR?
I mean, we'll have 2 shamans, so we would get NR, but it's not vital. It helps.
Watch your step.
And we're a little behind on the ooze puddles and stuff as well, but that was a good pull. Good first pull, just to see it.
I did notice the A-bomb is taking damage in the fight and is healable. Do we need to heal him much?
Don't know.
No, you don't need to heal him at all.
Okay.
Are you just moving the boss there in phase 2 for the little canisters he puts on the ground?
That's what I can do now. That was literally my first time seeing the fights.
No, I was just curious, like, because I know Scott was saying, okay, move now, move now. I was just wondering what those calls were for. Was that for the canisters?
Yes, the gas, the orange gas, little beakers he puts. Excuse me, Erlenmeyer flasks.
Very much so. Yeah, this fight's a little chaotic. If we were getting both of the oozes, because it's one ooze, then the other, then the green, then the orange, then the green. Then
We're not getting orange. Yeah,
I know we're
it's
not.
still
I'm just saying, if it was working, we would be getting both, which makes it even more hectic.
So should we just go to the council?
No, we can just kill it, and then actually, how much time do we have? We got an hour. I don't know.
I feel like we should like just go to the other bosses, but
yeah. Well, I'm trying to decide because I don't
Seeing
know.
the fight that one time was already invaluable for me.
Yeah.
Just to see what the mechanics
This
are.
boss on normal is literally fucking so easy. Like, there's no need to skip it at all.
Yeah,
if we need to skip this, we won't kill any of the others.
Well,
So
it's not about skipping it. It's just about seeing more
we just
fights.
have an hour left.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just about seeing more fights. I think we should do it so we can see phase 3, because being able to see the burn phase is pretty important as well. So we just got to be a little bit cleaner at getting those greens down. Everybody's got to switch to them. Let's make sure that we move the boss onto the green when it spawns, especially in the first phase. Let's make sure we're getting it right on top of it so melee can immediately start cleaving. Let's get it down as quick as we can.
Is the green going to predictably spawn just on a side or on a specific spot?
Always spawns on the green side in the same spot.
At a point early in the fight, Scott said, "If melee, if you're not on me, you're doing it wrong." I couldn't exactly figure out what you were.
He was on the green ooze spawning, so he could start meleeing it immediately. It's about here. It might not be exactly right, but it's around this flare. I think it's a little bit in front of this flare, like kind of here-ish.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then when once it blows up, so once you get knocked back, there's, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds. It's fucking long. Like it feels long when you're actually DPSing before it then puts the green line on someone else. So like melee, as weird as it feels to stand there and do nothing, stand there and do nothing. You know, never ever charge at an ooze that's not focused on someone. So when the like after this, like this first one here, yeah, where this flare is, should fucking die instantly, literally. If everybody switches to it, it'll be dead before it does anything. After that, anytime an ooze spawns, do not like charge it. Don't like do anything until like you can see the green beam on someone.
Did we get a feat?
This boss is like really fucking easy on normal. Like, just don't get carried away. The users need to die fast, but controlled.
All right. Scotty buffs. Scotty buffs.
That's all. It's just silence. Does everyone understand? Because we can keep running in and dying, but everyone's got it, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I wasn't
For
listening.
everybody, that was like their first ever pull at this, so I think we got this now.
Yeah, I feel like Super needs a bit more of an explanation before we carry on, though.
Zug, green, good.
Are we? We are. Really.
Sorry, Lithis, I forgot you asked for a pull 15.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
did pull 10. Okay, come over to the flares. Come over to the flare. Here it comes. So it's a little bit in front of this flare, right where he is. Nice, good job. Blow it up.
So range now spread in the middle. Spread, a good 12, 13 yards apart. And the boss will be kited round the outside. You'll never need to move. Get in range of the boss, but a good 12, 13 yards apart. Anytime malleable goo comes in, you move.
Slight step left or right to dodge goo, it always bounces in a straight line. It doesn't chase, it just goes out in a straight line. It's just like fire on first boss.
Why is the tank? Who's the tank? Why are you running so much?
You only need to move when he drops the canister.
How big is the gas bomb, Reed?
It's like 13, 14 yards. It's not long. As it's coming in, start moving. So like it move again in like 15 seconds.
It's like Vizax, you see the skull on the person.
Start moving now. Thanks, move now. Perfect. Perfect.
Outranging a couple of the guys in the middle. Ad spawning, ad spawning, ad spawning.
Hope so. Hope so.
And melee, just like break range and healers. Let them sort it out. It's fine. Thanks, move. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, go right there. It's fine.
I'll be staying on the green side.
Move.
It's about to transition. I hope that doesn't grow.
That's what I'm thinking.
It'll grow.
After the phase.
So immediately move away from that green if you're close.
Where are we gonna start him? By the door?
Start at the table. Start
Right,
at the
start
table.
him where he is.
It doesn't really matter. Just literally where it is. Just pop blast and fucking nuke it.
So you worry about malleable goo?
Crackdown is taunting.
Need to move the boss.
The boss. Just don't stand in green, guys. Just don't stand in green.
At this moment in time, tank, do not be scared to move. Just fucking kite it. More or less non-stop. There's no need to be cautious. Just keep moving.
Slowly, don't run with it. But yeah, you can move slowly. Go, go, go.
3, 2, 1.
Crackdown is taunting in 2, 1, taunting.
Running 3, 2, 1.
Good job, guys. Have we got a shard from every boss?
Yeah, we have.
What the fuck?
On normal.
I think it's 70% per boss, even on normal.
Did they buff it that much?
Yeah,
Damn,
it's the
this
same as
is
heroic.
Shadow ones everywhere, bro.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah, well played there, sir. Well played.
Go back if anybody doesn't want to stick around for any reason. Go is back, but obviously everybody's welcome to stay.
I can step out, I don't mind.
That's up
Are
to
we
you.
doing...
Go has a Valenier, so we can trade me out for, you know, the Valenier, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
Can we get an attack power buff?
No way.
Can we get a repair bot?
There's one right here.
Let's go left. Let's go to blood. Let's go to blood.
Lee, we need.
Thank you.
That repair bot was here when I came before. Is that just like permanently there? Or is it just somebody dropped it?
Somebody must have dropped
Nah, I put it down there.
They last a long fucking time apparently.
Alright, one of these ads randomly will start channeling on the orb in the middle. We just have to kill that one, otherwise it gets empowered.
We want to tank one.
And if you kill it, then you can use the orb, and you can have a big DPS on trash. Feel like a real winner.
There we go.
Undead Lee, you are a gentleman. I hope you have a good sleep.
No, Lee.
got that chain shit, the mobs were like, bro, settle down.
Heads up from what we learned last night. For this next pull, these walls are not real walls for line of sight, and they'll knock you back and shit through the wall.
Just a door.
Scott, you'll have to say thanks to Undead Lee for helping us out. The door isn't line of sight. No.
Yeah,
I'll never
Rain
find
probably
that
wants to start down here at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, come back just a little bit further, guys. Like DPS range, come down the stairs just a bit. So that wall there is not line of sight. So just so you guys know, if you're standing up there, that is not line of sight.
It's a little cracky.
You got to move back further. They'll run right through that wall. It is not line of sight. Focus down the tacticians. AoE, but single targeters, tacticians.
I don't mean the door, there is a part of the wall that sticks up. Lol, that's what's smacking in.
Yeah, that corner is fine. It's just the door.
Who double incapacitated?
Oh. Why did it happen right at the end?
Did you get die from like blood mirror? Or...
Oh.
No, just melee. So wacky.
Hey, he just smacked me. There's only 605 overkill. Rip.
You need that ICC gear. That stamina will save you. Go ahead and pull. Oh, nice. You were awesome.
Okay, you got your attack power buff. You happy?
Oh my god, we do?
Yes. Go MM.
Can I go Holy? Oh my god, yes.
You want MM, yeah?
I haven't set it up in like a year, so.
Lily.
Took me a minute.
You wouldn't believe it, but I'm kinda sick of blood right now.
You're sick of blood? No.
Yeah. I'm breaking my foresight for it.
What about haste buff? Melee buff? Melee haste?
I mean, that's fine.
Arm's dead. You need taunts. Arm's dead. Taunt lots crack.
Did anyone else come when they heard Zach talk? Just asking.
Ooh. I was gonna ask if that was Zach.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes it was.
This is Zach.
That's my dad. Hey.
Hey, what
How
just
you
killed
doing?
me? What just happened? Didn't let me accept that res for some reason. Yeah, the I can't remember what it's called that he gets. It's from the lieutenant, I think.
Are we yellow etzing this pad as well?
You don't have to.
So we're going in the room then?
Yeah, we can.
Commander.
Barely newer.
Shut the fuck up, Scott. Turn it back on. It didn't reset the counter when someone subbed.
I would have, my bank account said no.
No, we're done. I can get a pizza on the go.
All right, guys. So these particular bosses, only one of them will have a health pool. That's the only boss that can be damaged at that particular time. While that one has the blood, he is also empowered. The middle guy there, Valinar, he's going to put little vortexes around the room, and periodically he's going to cast Empowered Vortex. The Empowered Vortex puts one of those on every single person in the raid and does a little AoE pulse that deals damage in, like, I believe it's a 6-yard radius. So if you're stacked with other people, you're basically guaranteed to die. It does have a 30-yard max range around him, so ranged, if you're more than 30 yards from him, you shouldn't get hit by it at all. Melee, you just have to kind of spread out around him. You have to kind of move away from him. You have to stop hitting him. You have to get more than like 10 yards from the boss just so you're not stacked with your other melee. Otherwise, you're going to kill each other. That's pretty much Valinar. Tal'Darim does a flame orb. When he does his empowered flame orb, if it hits its target, it basically one-shots them. How you prevent that from happening is everybody stacks up underneath the orb. It deals a little bit of damage to everybody else, and the orb will continue to get smaller while that's happening. So it's basically like, you know, you're stealing the fire damage from the orb, and then when it hits its target, it does almost nothing. The last one there on the far left is Keliseth. He does a bunch of shadow damage. There's going to be these little purple orbs floating around the room. The tank that's tanking Keliseth has to ensure that those purple orbs are on him. So DPS, do not hit the purple orbs at all. You don't want to be pulling threat on them. They need to stay on the tank that's tanking Keliseth. Other than that, that's most of the fight. The only other thing to worry about is there's going to be 3 orbs around the room. They look like giant golden orbs. They will slowly start to descend. If they hit the ground, they do a massive amount of damage and knock everybody back. Any direct damage will put them back up in the air. You can just set a pet on it, and the pet will continue to juggle it forever. So honestly, Warlocks, that's really easy to do. Same thing, Savage. If you guys put a pet on those big white orbs, they'll never hit the ground. So that's the easiest way to deal with it. If you see one coming down to the ground, hit it with any direct damage. Multi-shot, you know, a quick cast of any kind. It has to be direct damage. Dots don't work, but any direct damage will send it back up. Yeah, exactly like Shock said. Auto shot, anything, any direct damage. That's literally the entire fight. Let's just 2-tank. We should probably just 3-tank it for safety. Should I just tank Keliseth? Because we don't really have a blood DK.
With how many pet classes we have, do you still want me doing Searing Totem for the orb?
If you can, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it.
Okay. Of course you would, Savage.
Hey, there's 4 of them fuckers.
Hey, mine's got to be on the boss. All right, I will try my best to tank Keliseth. Make sure you guys give me heals. He hits me like a truck for the entire time, so keep me with some heals. I might need a cooldown at the start till I get an orb.
See what Crack and I
am. It doesn't really matter. Parm get Valinar and Crack get Tal'Darim. And you're basically just going to tank them both kind of where Tal'Darim is. Just pull them off to the right there and just hold them over there.
Okay.
Make sure you guys flask. There's a feast down as well. This fight's just learning those boss mechanics that they do. Once you've seen it, it's relatively straightforward. Make sure we juggle those things up in the air. Is somebody able to just call out the empowered shock blast? Because I'm going to be tanking the boss, so I'm not really going to be watching that timer. Anybody willing to call out empowered shock when Valinar's going to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, thanks. All right. Pull timers up.
Can table get might, please?
Is somebody calling out the orb?
5, 4,
You mean the fire orb?
Hit your button.
Yeah.
It's a pre-pot. It's not.
So you guys are gonna hit the middle one. You gotta wait for the. There's RP.
Gildar, I'm just gonna have my beacon on you then.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna soulstone myself too.
I just did it on you.
Do you want me to
Don't do it yourself.
Beast spread slightly. Spread now.
I have totem at the left gold orb.
Are we gonna L-word?
We'll do it at the next boss.
Spread.
Who's hitting these dark nucleus? Please, Savage. Why?
I think I may have mouse overed on one, so it's not
You
bad.
killed me.
Now it's the fire orb, right?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what the hell?
Cool, you want to grab these off me?
Yeah, I got one of them off, yeah. Kinetic bomb in the back, kinetic bomb in the back, kinetic bomb in the back, kinetic bomb in the back. Okay, you people are just gonna run from it. Cool. You have to hit it with a direct attack of any kind. You don't run from it, you just hit it and it goes back up in the air. So we explained before the pull. Hit it with any direct damage. That's all you have to do. Please don't be attacking the dark nucleus. I got 2 pulled off me while I was tanking Keliseth and just instantly died for it. So you guys can't be attacking the dark nucleus. I go around and pick them up, and you guys don't want to pull them off me. I'm using Searing
Use a blood
Pain
DK.
make
Do
sure
not
I'm
use a
getting extra
warlock.
threat.
Honestly, it's a fucking meme. Like,
It's
do not
fine.
use.
I-
Just use a blood DK.
I was fine. The only reason I died is because I got 2 of them pulled off me.
Just it makes it so fucking so much harder. There's like no need. Just use a tank.
We'll give it one more go with me tanking. If it's a problem, we can have Dugor do it. That's literally the entire fight, guys. But I called out that thing that was going down in the back of the room, and there was 2 people right next to it. And then instead of hitting it, they ran from it.
It's scary, that's why.
You just gotta hit it. Just attack it. Any direct damage, and it'll send it straight back up into the air. Any direct damage will send it back straight up into the air. The harder you hit, the higher it goes.
Okay, so I'm having an issue. What is knocking us around? Like, I'm spread, but I keep getting like blasted away. But is there a
The
reason?
Shock blast.
The empowered shock blast knocks everybody.
Yeah, empowered shock blast knocks everybody, and then as well, there was that one orb that hit the ground later on. So the main time that you're going to get knocked around is when. So Valinar throughout the entire fight is going to be throwing out his shock vortex, which is that swirl you'll see on the ground. Kind of looks like a mini tornado. Just don't be near it, and you shouldn't get knocked around or anything like that. But when Valinar is empowered and he does empowered shock vortex, that targets everybody in 30 yards and does one of those pulses right on top of you.
Severed Essence killed me. Running back.
I didn't know there was like still stuff alive, so I was just running and I aggroed some stuff.
It looks like it's coming at us. How many people are at the boss here? Do we have enough to fight
Is that
it?
something
Yeah, we
that
can
we
fight it.
didn't kill, or is that a respawn?
I'm tanking.
I'm not sure.
We didn't
can
kill.
fight it.
There's 2 that fly around. We only killed 1. So it's probably the one we didn't.
Alright, we just gotta make sure we kill both next time. There's the essences. Just use AoE to pick them up really easily.
Gulder, I know that dark nucleuses are going to spawn on the right-hand side of the room, but if you try to hug the left and not walk over, you're less likely to have people pull those off you.
Right. I mean, I was at the back of the room when the one got pulled off me. Or in the 2, I should say.
I think for the most part, you can just kind of stay still over there on the left-hand side with Keliseth.
I'll do my best.
What?
Can I get a bop for Goldar, please? I'm tanking like 3.
I have like a 30-second stun.
Yeah, it's brutal. I was stunned with aspect up, so.
Are the bosses always the same order, like kill order, or is it random?
Yeah, they'll always go in the same order. You mean like empowerment? Yeah.
Yeah, like the attackable one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It always goes the same order. On live, when we actually do this, I'll be tanking this on my DK, so it'll be a little bit different anyway. But Dogger, you have your tank set with you if we need it, right?
No, I
okay.
accident. Yeah, no, I like didn't think I was gonna have to tank. I got on pretty late, so I just.
No biggie.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't just transfer it over? I mean, wouldn't it just be with you?
I mean, yeah, I do have my tank set, but like I ended up selling a bunch of my gear, like in my bag to just clear space really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have to tank, so my bad.
When you swap specs, you have to pull all that stuff over too with my slot and all that.
I mean, it's not like an actual tank fight. Like, you don't need to be crit capped or anything. He just spams Shadow Bolt, but it's no big deal. I can do it. I just got too many things pulled off me. And just remember, guys, like, I'm gonna be taking damage for the entire fight, so just make sure that you guys keep dots on me, keep that beacon on me. You know, give me periodic shields. You know, don't be afraid to throw me a penance. Just keep me going.
The moment he empowers, you're dead though. You're getting one shot.
Did I get one shot?
For sure. I mean, that's kind of why you want to
waste
DK.
of time. Just get a tank in it. It's literally just there's no. It's a 2008 fucking strat.
I got
a ranged tank in it.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll be fine.
What's wrong with 2008?
We'll give it one.
Shit compared to now.
We'll figure it out if we need to make a switch. I can reduplicate my DK if I need to. Just go ahead and lust it. Oh boy, you pulled that one off me.
Spread. Brought it over.
I already had it.
First gold bomb, middle back.
Static bomb in the back.
Get damage. I have a totem under that one.
Spread.
Pain sub me. Pain sub me.
New golden orb on the stage. Someone needs to hit that.
Hand of sack, Goldar.
Oh my god, these still died.
Two of my orbs got killed.
If you can't taunt the Dark Nucleus, you're gonna have a really hard time.
Oh, I just hit them with Searing Pains, and I pick them up. It's just two of them got killed. They got cleaved.
They can't be cleaved.
Something killed them. I don't know if somebody came in and
one on the stage is gonna
hit the ground. On their own.
I know they degen, but two of them died at the same time, which should never happen.
Can we get B-reses out and keep this going?
Flame orb, flame orb,
flame orb. Stack for the flame orb.
Good job. Good rocket boots.
Except for the person getting chased, yeah.
Yeah, good rocket boots.
I'll head to that orb.
Bomb right side. You're on it. Good.
Big heals on me. Big heals on Dogworm.
I had like 3 people just like run into me on that vortex when we were supposed to spread, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah,
spread.
So we're 2 stacked.
Bomb right side.
Stack. I was on the orb on the stage. It's gone.
Is there a B-res for Sanctus?
Go and Chattel has one.
Yeah, go. You want to get Sanctus. Chad, you want to try to get Gracious? See if we can keep it going. Or sorry, grab Parm.
Kinetic bomb. Far right side. Far right bomb.
Oh shit. I'm too far.
Oh, someone got it. Someone got it. Far right bomb again.
You gotta run from that if it's targeting you. You just stood there and ate the firebomb swift. You just gotta kite it. People gotta be under it. There's too many dead, so I know it would have got split a lot better, but just make sure you watch for it. You gotta run if you get it.
So almost that entire fight, I had at least 1 Dark Nucleus on me. If they dripped over a Consecration or get hit by a hammer, they're stuck on.
Alright, give me a second. I'm just gonna quickly remake my my DK, and then I'll just take this. And that'll be really easy. So if you guys want to just throw down a summon portal, it'll just take me a minute. We'll just need 1 person to go go demo.
I feel like we should give it one more try with you as your warlock, just to make Scott mad.
Lol.
Please don't.
Fuck off, you absolute fucking
I
bellend.
was fine. I was taking like no damage. And
You were not fine. You were getting schmacked.
Until you died.
Yeah,
literally
until
on a tank.
until 2
You would
of my
take no
orbs
damage.
got killed. I was
It's
barely
literally
taking
it's a
10K of
2008 strat. Why are you so? Why are you defending a 2008 strat? Is that what you've done back then?
With 4 on me, I was barely taking 10K a shot. Like it was fine.
Yeah, then it empowers and you die in 2.
No, that was empowered. That was when he was empowered.
This is
That's
also,
while he was empowered. I was taking max was 12K while I had 4 on me.
This is
It was
also
fine.
normal.
You will not do it on heroic. On heroic, you need a tank.
I know, and that's why I said on when we do this normally on live, I'm going to be on my DK and tanking it.
Food for thought. Those fireballs that go out. If you run from the group with an immunity, you still take damage from them.
Sorry, what is that you're saying? If you go out with an immunity, you can just eat it solo?
That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
I mean, it's worth a try. No, so why we don't want to try it? I need to just log in my guy to give G leader out.
Yeah, dispersion should work too, I guess. But that would require like real quick calls, depending who it targets. Because it's not the soaker that would be in the need to change the. Well, it's the soaker and the soakers and the target. Sorry.
Well, when we get to live, you just make an area maybe that if you have an immunity, you go to. So that way, if you know if it goes off the direction, don't soak it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It'll depend where you are in the room, though, right? Because if you want to go to the outside and you set an area on the right, but it's formed on the left, you're not going to run it across the middle of the room.
Well, let me log back into PTR. What? Your account is logged in somewhere else? Nope.
Yeah, I'm on it now. My account now.
So, sorry, Oboe is tanking, right?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm just being an asshole.
I know. All right, guys, we're going to hold on.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Good time for a quick 3D.
Can we start with playing Leviathan?
I love it.
Does it matter where your character logged out? Or you didn't lose it? Like you hearth back to town and left the raid, I guess. Does that matter?
Wait, Go, did you actually like buy the talent to do other animals? Whatever. The fuck are they called? Forms?
All right, I'm ready. Whenever you guys are ready.
Just for the PTR.
You want to send me a whisper?
Thanks, Obo. All right, just need to switch my gear and then we're good to go. So we just need somebody else on demo lock and then we're good.
What is demo?
If anybody's got demo, go demo. Otherwise, we'll just do this without demo, which is big sad.
I call my PP the Demolisher. Will that count?
Demolisher.
Sure.
I don't get out much.
Like Ranikar, BZ, or Obo, do either you have a demo spec?
Nope.
I do not.
Boo. It's all good.
Oh, Renekar does.
All right, thanks, Ranikar.
What a Chad.
Wait, do we need marksman? Do we have the?
You have AP buff now, at least as long as I'm tanking.
Let me just switch quick. Yeah.
Ran a car. I just bought a car.
Oh my god.
Wait, what'd you buy?
Such a fucking bell end.
So stupid. I love it.
All right, guys, you ready?
I believe he wants a 15-second pull timer.
No skill. I don't even know what that name is. Or warrior, you ready? You good to go? Are we good?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
All right, Scott, you ready? Oh,
yeah.
somebody already did full timer. All right, we're going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys can lost it. All right, you guys are just stealing that orb from me, or I'll just worry about it.
Spread. And her,
None of the melee spread.
And heroic, you don't want to do that.
First orb right side. I have totem for the one on the stage.
Savage, why did you just steal both my orbs?
It's not on purpose. Just doing rotation.
Orb far left, need someone on it?
Stack.
Okay.
The person has to run away if they get targeted with that, like through the group, like behind the group. Sorry.
Did someone not run away with the firebomb?
It just ran into the first person in the group and blew up.
Yeah, and the range were literally stood fucking trying to bum the melee for some reason.
So guys, I'm pulling like 20 to 30k thread on each of those dark nexus, and then people are still pulling them off me. So like, I don't know if you guys are tab targeting, but just please make sure you're not targeting them.
The threats seemed really weird on them.
What are they called?
Can't
Dark nucleus.
Yeah, dark.
I was watching like other people's threat jump up to like 500k in like half a
I
second.
think they essentially just attack like the most recent thing that hit them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, interesting. So do they like forget me after a while?
No,
I
it's
don't
just
think
the
so.
last
As long as
person
nobody
who
else
hit
hits them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of multi-shot kind of fucking things up, but
Yeah, you just don't. Yeah, you just can't. Like, they're not gonna get hit by like passive AOE, but like stuff like multi-shot is just gonna pull them right off.
They do get hit by passive AoE.
I don't
They
know.
don't.
Consecration I consider passive.
That does not hit them.
Yeah, my whirlwind doesn't
yeah,
hit
no,
them.
like my trap.
Like it just does not hit them. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're getting hammer hit, and they seem to be taking consecration.
But who? By who?
Me? Hammer hits them for sure.
No, yeah, hammer.
What
does hit them.
are you?
Your hammer is hitting them, but nothing else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So no. So hammer might hit, but it shouldn't. But okay, it is. The only people that have done damage out of like a 25-man raid, there's like 4 people that have done damage to him.
So that fire orb has like a minimum range distance, and if you're in that, that's. But it won't target melee.
Which ranged was it on? I didn't see.
It was on me. I'm sorry, guys.
So you either have to be like stacked right on top of them, or you have to be out like 10 yards. But all range need to be off in that same direction. You know what I mean?
Has anyone got some money to repair? Because I found one.
Why do we have melee running out during Vortex? It's not like you guys are going to avoid being knocked.
It's not about being knocked. It's about the damage it does.
I mean, if 10 people
the
stack on top
melee
of each
need
other, we all
assigned
die.
locations.
It
But
does
we're
about
not gone for that.
6,000 damage to everybody around you when it goes off. So if there's 10 melee stacked, you're all going to take about 60k damage and die.
Okay.
But there should be assigned locations. I mean, I can assign them if you want.
Yeah, we could, I get here, no skill, you can go to that left portal. Super, you go to the middle portal. Our second warrior, you go to the right portal. I'm obviously off in the middle of nowhere. Dugor, you can kind of go off to the left. Lilith, go to kind of the middle of the room. Dex and Table go off to the right. You guys go.
You use the at the back. Yeah, the back of the room where you've got like the 3 mirrors. We used to call them mirrors. Yeah, but you can get 3 melee in each of those.
In each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, like one on the edge, one in the middle, one on the edge.
And one on the left. Yeah, then there's nowhere to move. Yeah,
Okay,
like,
easy.
you just
So-
don't need to move.
So
very
then,
far.
no skill super and the second warrior, you guys can use the far left one. Dugor, Lilith, and Dex, you guys can use the middle one. Table, you can use the right one. So I guess let's just have Dex and Table use the right one. Dugor and Lilith use the middle one, and then no skill super and second warrior, you guys can use the left one.
You talk about running to the like the big kind of.
Yeah, the big like mirror portal looking things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then again, on that flame orb, melee will be stacked on the boss. It's not going to target melee. It's going to target a ranged. Ranged just be off, kind of stacked together. And then it'll target one of your ranged. If it's not targeting you, just move forward. So you go, into the fire orb. And if it's targeting you, move away. Then you guys should be fine.
Yeah, I'm ready now. Sorry, I just needed to prepare.
Alright.
You've been on Chatterbait, you fucking knob.
Full timer's up.
Shut up.
Caught.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and last.
It's been out.
Spread.
Okay.
Or back right. I have the left stairs orb.
Watch your step.
Well, let's go out.
Mealy, follow the orb. Follow the orb. Mealy, follow the orb. And who the fuck is that X? Who just literally killed me? Is that Go?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Farm, you gotta move.
Panic orb in the back. Insidious turn around, kill it, hit it.
Flying flame doesn't work on it.
So the order was different this time.
Yeah, it's random. It's got a random chance of selecting anyone every 30 seconds.
Watch your step.
It was on me. That was convenient. I just popped double cooldowns and ate it.
I'm gonna get one up.
Yeah, just grab whoever's close. At Swift, can you get Oboe?
Two kinetic bombs left side of the room.
Yeah, I have my totem under those two.
Chatelaide, you gotta get Oboe. Looks like it's in the back, right? Switch. Spread.
It's hitting now, early.
Or far right,
Table
about to
King
hit.
is Zybris.
Or far right, about to hit the ground.
Perhaps spread again.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, just preemptive.
Or behind the boss.
I'm working on it.
I have totem on the stage for that.
Spread.
Spread now.
Can you resist that? Or
Watch your step.
watch the vortex where I was at?
Good job, guys. Good kill.
Can you resist the vortex, or is it just if no one is actually around you, you don't move? The vortex just goes wherever the person is when it says it's on them. So you just
No,
I meant like the empowered vortex.
You tank a lot better and you DK than your
Guys,
warlock.
we need to move together. Looks like most people are going to the right side. Let's go up the right side. Yeah, stay together. Let's stay here. Yeah.
So when we do that on live, like, if we're assigning melee to go to the mirrors, nobody else can be up there.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
we'll,
right at
we'll
the end there, I'm
probably have
pretty-
dedicated spots. Like,
Yeah.
that seems like a fight where I'm going to have dedicated spots. Because especially on Heroic, like, fucking up the Shock Vortex, like, if more than 2 people get hit, you're dead. Like, it is pretty much
I mean, that's fine, but like if there's 2 orbs behind you and no one else is allowed back there, you better go fucking hit them.
I couldn't death grip the guy that's draining, that's blood draining. We got an empowered one. Pick him up. Loose fiend in the back. Big dude loose. Big dude loose. You gotta pull that empowered guy. He's killing people.
Change his shadow. Needs to be dispelled off tanks.
Ooh, that hurt. Blood mirror?
Parm, what hit you that hard?
It was probably blood mirror. That was crazy.
No, I just had a lot of mobs up.
Dex, you need to use tricks on this. The fact that you haven't used tricks at all is rough.
Wait a minute, what's blood mirror? Because I MD'd Parm and then I just got fucked.
It's a debuff that they put out, and it duplicates the damage that the tank takes to someone else.
Nice.
Yeah.
Probably want to pull as many mobs off that person then.
It's usually like by the time you even realize it's out, the guy's usually dead. If the tank's taking more than like 4 ads, like it's almost instant.
I'm just gonna go toilet for 2 minutes. Be back.
It's like a bubble sack situation.
I don't know what it is, but every time Zach talks, I just come in my pants like crazy. It's insane.
Wow.
Does that mean you actually wear pants?
He comes in
Yes.
your
Floor, pants, same thing.
He has a pair of pants nearby just for such occasions.
Yes, I just come on
The
them.
floor pants.
They're his emergency pants. All right, we got enough time for probably like 2 pulls at Blood Queen. So
his dog is named Pants.
Get them in. So I mean,
That's too
overall we've
far.
got pretty far. Obviously, with plans, this is going to be a lot easier. So I'm sorry we don't have like really good plans or anything like that. The sheets are still very much under construction, so they're pretty scuffed. All right, you can go ahead and pull.
So, Jarlek,
Yeah.
should you not equip a second weapon?
Oh fuck, I didn't.
Oh.
He was using a shield on the last pull because he was tanking.
Oh, I was using my 2-hander. I was using a 2-hander on the last one. So thank you.
You're still not getting Shadowborn first.
Hey man, a DK with a shield would be good.
Can I have it?
I don't have item racks. With item rack, that never happens. It's when I have to switch it manually.
Sorry, Adelaide, can you get your man under control, please? Thanks.
It's Shadowblade.
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, Adelaide.
Ow, she's hitting me. Ow.
Ow, ow.
You would not be saying ow. You would be saying sorry.
All right, so she's gonna bite somebody after I think it's about 30 seconds. You're gonna get a debuff. It's gonna change your bars into only 1 ability. You're gonna have to bite somebody in 10 seconds, or you're gonna get mind controlled. While you are bitten, you are gonna do an insane amount of damage, but generate no threat. So this is basically just a massive DPS race. You get bit, you do a bunch of damage, you bite someone else, you both do a bunch of damage, now you both have to bite somebody. It's basically a soft enrage. There's only so many people you can get through. She's periodically going to cast Blood Bolt out, so we want to be slightly spread out because it does do a slight AoE when it lands. Periodically she's going to cast, I think it's Blood Bolt Whirl, where she's going to send out 3 volleys of Blood Bolts at everybody in the raid. So again, why we want to stay slightly spread out. That's when we'll want to use like a DSAC or anything like that. So Sanctus, if you want to get the first one, maybe we'll have Parm do the second. If we get a third, Crack will do it. She will periodically basically put out, if you guys remember Mother Shiraz from Black Temple, remember how people would get the triangle and you'd have to run apart? This is the exact opposite. You'll get the triangle and you have to run together. When you come together, it goes away.
It's like Brain Link.
Yeah,
Kind of.
It's a
Yeah,
3-person brain link.
Yeah, it's a 3-person brain link that disappears when you're close enough together.
I doubt we're gonna hit any type of enrage, but I feel like the first couple bites should wait most of the 10 seconds just to buy us an extra 15 seconds in the fight.
Nah, just bite it.
2 questions. Can she bite tanks, and where would you like
No.
to
No.
Can I just put some input?
Yeah.
No.
Just so we don't wipe. Okay. Bite. The first person to get bitten, make sure you do not bite. So if it's a melee, obviously it's top threat. So other than tanks, it's the top threat that's going to get bit. If it happens to be a melee, like in heroic, we will control it. So we know, like, it will be table. We'll say, right, we're giving table first. Then table will bite a range. So if you're range, always bite a big pumping melee first. If you're a melee, always bite a big pumping range. Because that means when it's the next time to bite, you're always going to be biting someone that's near you.
Mages,
and then that keeps it evenly spread.
What's better for range, mages or warlocks?
Avenorium.
Go.
Avenorium. Shadow
Yeah,
priest.
just bite Avenorium, and then anyone after that, do what you want.
All right, everybody ready?
Because that gives more healing. Wait. So you see the diamond in the middle of the floor, like the circle in the middle, and you got that little diamond in the middle. That's where the brain links go, or the links.
You run to the middle of the room. Yeah. You run.
Yeah,
to the
never
middle of the
run together. Always run to the middle. And like, if don't try and be clever. If you're like, oh, this person's close to me, I'll just run to them. never run to them. Even if you feel like you're running away from them, always go to that smack bang in the middle. And if you get shadow flame, you go around the outside of the room. Use rocket boots. If you're raiding TOGC, you've probably got rocket boots anyway for a noob, so just use your rocket boots and get to the fucking outside of the room and kite the flame around the outside. And if you're a shaman, which we've only got one anyway, doesn't really matter. If you're a priest, just fear ward yourself when it does the flight phase.
Oh yeah, there's a big AoE fear. I forgot about that. When she goes up for the Bloodbolt Whirl, she does AoE fear the entire raid. So we'll be a little bit scrambled, try to get back to your spot. So we want to be about, I think it's 6 yards spread for the whole thing. All right.
Oh, I'm coming on Zaki, that's for sure.
All right, let's give it a 15-second pull timer.
Where would you like her tank?
Right there.
Yeah, tank her right where she is. Just face her away from us.
3, 2, 1.
You have made an
We're gonna wait till we have a couple people bit.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm dying? Okay.
Not Swift, can you get spell farm up?
Was he the one that got bit?
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I have no idea how.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, then.
No, I think Savage is.
Savage.
No, this is just normal DPS. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you MD Savage?
I have a few times.
Did you MD on this fight?
Well, now you're just being specific.
You fucking knob.
Middle,
run to the middle.
Middle. Don't run together. Middle. Good job.
So Savage, when you got 10 seconds on the bite, so your bar will change, and it will change to where you've only got number 1 on your ability bar.
Head up to melee now. Head up to melee
Bite
now.
someone. Someone bite me when there's 2 seconds left.
Melee. Wait melee. Any melee. Just bite a melee.
You can buy the blood DPS, that's fine.
I bit Scott.
I'm dying?
Adelaide, can you get up Ranikar?
So now on the next bite, Savage, you buy Ness, Avenorium, and I'll bite Lilith.
Okay.
Isn't Lilith the one supposed to be doing the biting? Balls.
Go.
not there
Can you
yet.
get leg up?
I didn't get the first bite, no.
I meant based
Run to the middle, run to the middle, run to the middle. Fear soon.
So after this fear, we'll have 4. I think we'll lust when we have 4 bites.
Run
Spread
to me,
out,
Lilith.
guys.
Spread.
I don't know where the fuck you are.
I've got you, don't worry. I'll see you. I died.
Oh,
Doesn't
that's
matter.
a triple blast.
I got you as well.
Should I be getting a fear ward?
Yeah,
Or
well, that's what
just
you're
be
saying.
doing that? I could just be doing that. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, just fear word yourself so you don't get moved. Yeah.
I
Middle.
was looking
And
for
you
the
must
priest,
dispel
we
as
got-
well.
we got
And the
new-
reason you don't wanna, especially Hunter, on this fight, is you don't scale as well with a buff, and you want
Yeah, because
the
your
Shadow
your
Priest
pet
especially
your
be-
pet does a lot of your damage, so you don't actually want it. You want it on somebody who's doing like big pumping damage with just
Wait,
their
pet,
abilities.
Pet doesn't do a whole lot of my damage. I'm not
It
beast.
doesn't matter. It just doesn't scale as well.
Such a pity.
It does like 10% of my damage.
Just a taste. Really.
Okay, I have to go though. Thanks, guys. So, but at the beginning, I just died to regular damage, like
Let's
at the
take a
start of
look
the
here.
fight.
Yeah, just the Shroud of Sorrow. You just didn't get healed for 10 seconds and just
Yeah.
died because you didn't get healed. Yeah, that's just normal damage.
Okay. Okay, gotta go.
Right, there. Well, I mean, overall that was good, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for getting some pulls in.
Thanks for having me.
Fuck you, super.
Really regret having you, but it's good.
Wait, did Gold Eddie just curse?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, that would be a blink in the Matrix if he goes.
Well, that was exciting.
Oh, I've heard him curse.
Probably the GDKP a couple of times. Not gonna lie.
There an anticipated date yet for this?
No. Not that they said. I
Hopefully
mean, I
Halloween.
would guess 5 weeks.
Anybody want to do Ulor?
Yeah.
PTR Old War.
Yeah, 10 man. 10
Okay,
man. Let's
actual
fucking go.
question. Actual question. Anybody want to do the 5-mans?
Like right now?
Yeah.
I gotta make that GDKP roster.
Thanks everybody for coming. YouTube.com/SuperTrippy. Thanks.
Anyone want to get really drunk and watch Chatterbait together?
Wait,
Yes.
Kohu just
Let's go.
messaged me. Let's go.
I'm already watching.
What?